are live.
Hey yo, the doctor will see you now. Come sit down with me.
What did you say?
Come sit down with me. How y'all's doing?
Welcome
to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. I'm not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I've studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the sensational Shelly Eats Steak. Together, we host what I like to call the Friday Night Feast, which is what you're watching right now. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks. We'll show you how to do it. And we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends on the HungryHorde. I hope you can tune in sometime. I'd love to have you over for dinner. I don't know how I started choking there for a second. I'm sorry. So tonight, we're doing an old recipe. Some of y'all commented, said y'all didn't even realize we've done it before. She just looked it up about 3 years ago. I actually did this as a recipe video, and I called it a Heath loaf.
Yeah, so we'd love it if you
go watch that video.
Go watch that video or go click over. I put the link in our comments here. Click over, open a new tab with it,
Yes.
and then save for later or something.
And in fact, the pictures from this thumbnail tonight is from that cook. So we're doing something similar to it. We're going to season it a little different, but it's still a meatloaf.
Meatloaf's a meatloaf.
And we're doing a little bit different too. We have 3 glass loaf pans. One of them's a little bigger, but we're going to need it for a little event we're having tomorrow night.
Yeah. What is tomorrow night?
Saturday. It's our HungryHorde cook-along, our monthly cook-along.
And who gets to be part of that?
Everybody who signs up and wants to be.
They have to be what?
Members of the Horde.
Channel members.
Yes, that was what I mean.
Yeah.
And so if you send over your membership right now,
hit join.
Join.
Or buy me a coffee and join over there.
Yes. We will send you an email, a card, and an invite.
Yeah, so I'm excited about tomorrow.
It also grants you early access because in a month from now, we were going to release it to the general public.
Oh, I was going to release it on Monday, which is July, so it's kind of next month.
Technically, we usually wait a whole month, though. But yeah, we can do that. But then what I was trying to say is, since we only have 3 and we need one for tomorrow night, I'm going to make one in a little foil pan here.
It'd be a meat cake.
Yeah. I have it. It's floating around in the pantry, so why not go ahead and use it?
Or is it like because to me, that's almost like a brownie pan. So would it be
because it even comes with it came with a plastic lid, too.
Yeah. So would it be a meat ownie?
Yeah.
Meat nownie or a meatney? Is it a meatney?
Yeah.
So what we got here is a bowl, and he's going to add the last. So we got this big pack of.
Make sure I put the diaper in there.
Right. Yeah. Let's do that. We got this big pack of meat from H-E-B on discount, right? And it's like a 5-pound big old block. And then we're going to add to this portion. We've already made 2 up. That's why there's only 1 left. We've got 1/4 of a minced onion and then some diced jalapeno, because we like it spicy, y'all. But you don't have to do the jalapeno. You don't even have to do the onion. So, and then we will season it with, this is our homemade Italian seasoning. And where did the salt go?
I'll put it up because I'm done.
Oh, that's all right.
I thought I did.
What? How do you like your meatloaf?
Where did I put it? I thought it was sitting right here. I thought it was. What the heck, Keith?
How do you like your meatloaf?
Maybe some garlic in it,
y'all? Do you like it with a ketchup or tomato top, or do you prefer it with a brown gravy? What do you put on your topper for your meatloaf? I'm just curious how you like it. There you go. And then just mix that on up.
Or no, dust me a little bit of that chili in there too. I like a little spice on mine.
All right.
Please.
Just a little spice.
Now, we're going to eat part of this tonight, and the rest of the leftovers are going to be my lunch from the rest of the week for me.
Ooh. And then the other thing we're going to make, we've already got the smoker heated up. We're also going to make some mashed cauliflower in the Instant Pot, y'all.
Kind of.
Well, you'll see. You'll see. Stay tuned for how we do the mashed cauliflower.
Should have got that on already, too, right?
Well, I was like, but where are we going to put it all?
Oh, that's true, too.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and read some comments.
Right.
So,
Put up some please. I'm going to get a little closer. I want a towel, that if I do drip, at least it'll drip on the towel.
okay, there you go.
Thank you.
So, yes, everyone, if you're a channel member, please make sure you
Tell us. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
let me know either tonight if you a message or email us. Our email's always in the description. If you did not get the email, because like Google doesn't tell me if you got the email or not. All they do is tell me if you reply, and not everybody always replies. So then I don't know.
If we need to resend it, let us know, please.
Yeah. So please let me know. And then otherwise, yeah, that's all set. And I can't wait to see everybody. And there's a little jalapeno there.
Oh, yeah.
I know you don't want to leave out the jalapeno. All right. Shauna was first this time. She said just a few more hours for the Friday night feast. Looks tasty. Thank you. Mama
Okay.
Bear Lynette.
I'm going to do something really dangerous. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to let them lick my hands away. And then I'll take my gloves off, throw them away.
Okay, make sure there's no onion.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind. No, I'm not going to teach
Look
you
at the thumb, though. The thumb, you've got the thumb. You see that?
Yeah, so no, I'm not going to do that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Throw it away. When in doubt, throw it out.
Yeah.
That's my rule.
Right. My bear Lynette is here. She goes, how clever. I've never thought of a smoked meatloaf. I bet that's amazing. Well, he loves everything smoked.
Part of the reason why we're smoking it tonight, too, because it's stupid hot, and we don't want to make the house hotter.
Right. Why? This is the best time of year to use the smoker. And I know a lot of you all over from Canada all the way south to here. Everybody is experiencing really hot weather, and it's only freaking June, y'all. July and then August. Oh, we've got the hottest 2 months coming up, and we're already hot. So with that said, I try to do everything possible to keep the house as cool as possible. So for example, like today, I let the dogs out, and like 5 minutes later, Sam was at the door wanting to go out again. And I was like, sir, we're not opening this door up several times and letting hot air in. You get to go out this one time, so you better make sure you made it worth it. And I didn't let him back out, and he went in the office and slept. So I was like, see, you didn't need to go out. You were just being...
Because they think they got us trained, because every time they go out, they get a treat. If I just go out, I get more treats.
So I want to know right now, everybody, what is your tip for keeping your house cool during this heat? What do you do? And we can share, and all of us can learn something to get even better, so we can all save money. Another thing I do is we do have a lot of blackout curtains.
We need one right there.
Yeah, I need one right here. But other than that, the blackout curtains, I definitely think help. That would be my one tip, is blackout curtains, especially if you have a sunny window.
But here's one of the glass dishes. And I have the other one over here. We already have it stabbed with the meat probe in it. So I'm going to go set those in the smoker right now, all three of these.
And we want to smoke to 160, y'all. 22 Cute Cat. She goes, hi, Shelly. Lord Heath.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Haven't said that in a while, right? And the whole crazy horde. This sounds so good tonight. Well, thank you, Lynn. And my bear Lynette said, I'm currently waiting in line at the Walgreens pharmacy drive-through. This is going to take a while. Good thing I have some entertainment. Oh, goodness. Yeah, sometimes at Walgreens, you're just like, oh. And Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi. She said, good evening, everyone. are you doing? Oh man, I've got the hiccups. Okay, let me scare myself. Ah. And then Shauna said, I'm sad. I'm going to miss the member cook along tomorrow because I'll be scrapbooking. However, I might be able to stop in for a bit. Oh, Shauna's going to miss because she's got a scrapbook this weekend.
She needs to get her priorities in order.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
We'll miss you, but I hope you can stop in for a few. And then Sean's here. Hey, Sean. And he says, hello, all. Happy Friday. How are you doing? Okay, now I'm just going to use, since we have a Traeger, I've got the Traeger app, and I'm going to set the probe on the app to 160. That's the temp that we want for a meatloaf. And I'm just setting that. And then what the probe will do is it'll notify us when we're good to go.
We're guessing it's going to be about an hour.
Yeah.
I already have a preset for 350.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I don't think we said that.
Well, we might need this.
Yeah. And then I see Bad Apple. Renee said, happy Friday, Horde, driving and listening. Oh, yeah. And then Shauna said, woohoo, hi, is HungryHeath and Shelly. Well, hello again. And I see Barely Begun is here. Hey, Coda. He said, howdy all. I will also be missing a member cook-along tomorrow. Oh, I thought you were going to make it because I thought you said you didn't have a show.
Do you want to start on that now or do you want to wait?
Well, let's relax for a few minutes before we get started,
right.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm going to check on this.
Sharon's here. Hey, Sharon. She said, I'm here. Please let tomorrow be July 1st. If you know, you know.
Right?
Yeah. Since it's the weekend, can we just skip? Especially the last 2 days. Oh. Barely Began said, yep, a small pride tomorrow and a bigger pride on Sunday. Oh, that's great, Coda. Mom Bear Lynette said, I'm excited for tomorrow's cook-along. Yay! Okay, Renee said it could be a Brett.
Brett?
Brownie and meat loaf. Brett.
Okay.
You have a Brett.
Yeah. Sounds like I'm from a Brett when I say it.
And then Shauna said a bready. Oh.
I don't eat bread. I'm keto.
Or would it be... Well, yeah, that'd be the thing, because a Brett loaf. Oh, do I get mine?
I guess.
Oh, why are you so down about giving me mine?
I'm busy. I'm busy serving you.
Rickman's here. Hey, Joe. She said, happy Horde gathering. Ooh, I like that. And just Jason Keto and more. Hey, Jason said, hello, everyone. How are you doing?
And if you're looking for a name for it, already in the video, I already called it a Heath loaf.
Well, that's true. Well, we were saying the one that you put in a brownie dish.
Oh.
So this is this GT Synergy. This is the ginger berry. I've already taken a couple sips of it throughout the week, y'all. But last week, I found a buy one, get one. I think it was Sprouts. Yeah, Sprouts had a buy one, get one. So I got us 4, made them $2 a bottle. And so he has the golden pineapple, right?
Yeah.
So I like the ginger. Yeah. I got me a ginger berry and then the ginger aid. That's so good.
And because we got an hour to wait and I'm still hungry, I'm cooking up a couple of pieces of sausage right now in the air fryer. My appetizer.
Barely Begun said Meatloaf should have a ketchup layer on top. There are no alternatives. Well, you have a very no, this is the way it is.
This is the way.
Like, is this a divisive question? Because, like pineapple on pizza, that divides people.
I miss that so much.
We are doing on top of ours.
We're not doing ketchup. We're just doing tomato sauce.
Yeah, because the tomato sauce can, I got these, a 12-pack at Sam's, and I think they were 52 cents a can. So that's a lot cheaper than
But
the ketchup.
we do have a jar of ketchup in there.
We do, but the jar of ketchup was like $8, and we would end up for 3 of these almost using the whole thing. Whereas I could use that.
Right.
I know it's not going to be as thick as ketchup, but it'll be good enough.
Stay tuned because we have a ketchup video coming out soon too.
Yeah.
We're going to start making our own ketchup.
That's right. Sharon said, "Hi, everyone. Sorry if I missed you getting settled in." Oh, nice.
No, you're just in time.
Rickwood said, "We used to make our meatloaf with a tomato sauce mixed in.
Oh,
It was
wow.
more like a softer meatloaf, but very good." That sounds good. Lynette said, "My mom always put ketchup on the top of her meatloaf, and then we would still eat it with brown gravy." Wow, she was just double. She was like, "You know what? I can't decide." She's like, "I can't decide. Do I want ketchup or gravy? I get both." Days, I just like mine with brown gravy, but sometimes I make an Italian with a Rayo sauce.
Yes, I've done that before too.
A Radical Geek is here. Hey,
Hey.
Maitreya. She goes, "Hello. How are you feeling?" Bad Apple said, "I made a meatloaf with that habanero paste on top."
Ooh.
Yummy.
We need to get another bottle of that.
Wow, that sounds
stuff's
good.
really good.
Wow. Radical Geek said, "I love meatloaf, and I think keto-fied meatloaf tastes better than the non-keto
Yes.
meatloaf." Yeah.
There's no breadcrumbs.
Right, exactly.
You know what it is? There's no filler.
Yes.
It's
You
all
just get,
thriller.
you actually get meat
Yes.
in the loaf. Now we did fill with a little bit of onions and jalapenos just because we like that.
We're extra.
We're extra. But I think the original recipe we didn't. 22Q Cat said, "I've never topped my meatloaf with anything, so I guess it's just naked." Sounds good though. Wow. A naked meatloaf. So did you put any type of gravy, or you just ate it just like that? That's interesting. Sean said, "We got the email, but we're not going to be able to be there. We're going."
Approved. You're not allowed to have the day off, sir.
He's going to Busch Gardens tomorrow.
You're not taking me, so you're not allowed to go there either.
And that's with your sister and dad?
All right, you can go. I'll allow it.
Lynette said, "Shelly, I really like your lipstick tonight." Oh, thank you.
Should I like mine?
I mean,
No, I don't know. Just being silly.
I give you some lipstick. I got a lot of compliments when I wore my black lipstick a couple weeks ago, and the guy at the drive-in, he said he wears like all the different colors. He loves the black if he can find a good black, and he also wears blue.
Oh wow!
Like I'm imagining, like he said, it's like
How festive.
a bright blue, and I was like, "Ooh, that would be pretty." Now I kind of want like a bright blue lipstick. Yeah, I was just like, wow, that's really cool. But yeah, I've had several people tell me it's hard to find a good black lipstick that stays. And I didn't know it was that hard. I saw it on this site, but then I went there the other day because I'm like, everybody keeps telling me, "Oh, where is it?" And I've told them where I get it from. And then I looked, they no longer even sell it, y'all.
What's up with that?
So once it's gone, it's gone.
That ain't no fun.
I know. Radical Geek said, "I'm glad to see everyone. I'm still working." Boo. That is boo. That's late. You don't need to be working.
Are you working tomorrow too? You know you got plans tomorrow night with us.
Shauna said, "I'm trying to remember, when you smoke it, it doesn't require any more cooking." No. Basically, you're
That is the cooking.
Yeah, you're just using the smoker just like you would an oven.
Because honestly, the way it started, the smoker was the oven. That's what everybody would cook on. And we actually, had an indoor kitchen. That was the kitchen.
Yeah.
So it's the same principle.
And during these hot few months,
Yes.
I'm going to try to avoid using the oven as much as possible and just use the smoker.
Are we smoking tomorrow night then?
I don't know. I said as much as possible. Or we'll use the Instant Pot. Yeah. Or you can even use the air fryer, and that takes up less heat. Bad Apple said, "Dang, I forgot to update my debit card and lost my little member symbol." I mean,
you know what? You know your family, so you're going to be tuning in tomorrow. Because if you don't show up, you and I are going to have words.
Right? Yeah. Well, just go update it. Update it and get your little symbol back.
She's driving right now, though.
Well, yeah. Sharon said, my smoker gets used year round. Oh, yeah. Definitely. You know, he will break that up in the dead of winter here.
All right.
But
the only thing I do in mine is I do have to, we've been getting so much rain here lately. I did move it closer to the porch. I mean, about the door here. So it's closer to the cover and to the light, too.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go out and get wet.
But yeah, you've been smoking a lot, Sharon. Like, you've been doing
put out some good looking cues.
Buttloads of meat on there.
So honestly, I got to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm coming to visit you or visit your smoker.
Ma Bear Lynette said, Shelly, I was super happy to see that your electric bill was so much lower this month. Congrats.
She was happy.
Oh, gosh.
What's your bank account? That's awesome.
Well, Energy.org, so I'm up for...
Org or Ogre?
Ogre, sorry. Energy Ogre. So I'm up for renewal, but I'm kind of disappointed because who they wanted me to renew with, it's a lot higher than the current company I have. So I sent them a message and I'm like, look, I don't want that company. They're charging more. Can I just keep the current company? So I hope that they can do that because I'm just not impressed with who they're trying to switch me to. And it would be a higher rate. So I'm like, I thought you were supposed to get me a lower rate. So we'll see. I sent them a message, but I haven't gotten a response yet. But what happened is I looked at last year. So my billing cycle is the 26th of every, and our electric cycle, I guess I should say, because it doesn't matter what company, they do at the same time. So for the month of June, May 26th to June 26th, this year, $235. Last year, the same time period was $481.
Ouch.
That is more than 50% difference. And I think a lot of it is because we got insulation, y'all. Like this house, there was even a day this week that the air conditioner didn't even turn on. Like I have it set at 76, so it'll flip on. But one day it only got to 75, which you know how hot it's been here. And I was like, wow, if it didn't even turn on during the day, that's impressive. So I think the insulation really keeping all of the cool air in the house. So that's amazing. It's just like night and day difference, right?
See, that's 10 minutes.
Okay. Radical Geek said, no, if I smoke my meatloaf, I smoke it until it is done. However, I also do it low and smoke it for a long time. Well, we're doing hot fast.
Yeah, because we want to eat.
Yes.
Otherwise, she's correct. The typical is low and slow. That's barbecue. So I'm not really barbecuing it. I'm smoking it. I mean, I'm grilling it, I guess, really.
I guess it's just hot and fast. Yeah. It's our outside oven.
Right.
Brenda F is here. Hey, Brenda. She goes, hi. How are you doing? And TweetyQ Cat said, that's also about your much, much lower electric bill, Shelly. Insulation rocks. I'm just like so impressed. So I'm hoping this trend continues, right? We'll see, coming up at the hottest points. And then hopefully they'll put me in electric plan that, will end up working out. Because I think I only have another little over a week. So I hope they're not going to put me in that one. Radical Geek said, our house doesn't stay cool. We wear less clothes. Oh, that's a shame. Drink icy beverages. That's a good one. And complain about how we wish we could afford a whole house vent fan. Oh. So do you have just like window AC units? Is that what you mean by a whole house one?
Have you thought about doing your insulation too, getting it updated? But don't you also have a 2-story?
Oh, because you have like a basement, don't you? So that's right. Shauna said, I have blackout curtains. I close up my bedroom, become a hermit, and sit between my fan and my window AC.
Well, then we go to bed with
Right?
the ceiling fan on, and I have a little side fan pointed at me as well.
Yeah, he's definitely, and then the chili pad.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, so we're getting cool from all angles. And that does help. Sherry's here. Hey, Sherry said, because I haven't upgraded my light bulbs, I try to keep the house dark as possible. That's a good idea too. You know, don't be turning on all the lights. That heats up. Brenda F said, I have a dark house. We say we live in a cave.
Nice.
Well, is it as cool as a cave could be, right? Jane Gardner. Oh, hello. Welcome to the Hungry Horde. Said, I open all my windows at night and get up at 5 a.m. and close them all so the cool air stays in.
We tried doing that, but then we had too many flies. I mean, mosquitoes and stuff.
I close all the curtains and run 4 fans all day.
Nice.
Oh, that's yeah, if you could do that where if it's cool enough outside to let the air flow, that's really good. And then the other reason we can't really do that here, we don't have screens on any of our windows anymore. So, and with all the mosquitoes, like you said, we got to have a screen before we can open. Because I was looking at this kitchen window, and I know these windows used to have screens, but I was looking at the one over my kitchen sink, and I was like, oh, if it had a screen, that would be kind of nice to open up and let some air flow in here. But screens are expensive.
And like I've always said, too, the mosquitoes are the Texas unofficial state bird.
Right?
How big it is.
Radical Geek said, but yeah, our curtains are all closed, minus about a foot in the living room for the cats to watch birds outside.
Right?
Right?
And watch TV.
And you can't stop them because they'll just open up the curtains. Rickman said, I start the fans early or leave them on overnight.
Yeah, because even in my office, my fan is on in the office right now.
Yeah, and that's another tip I heard is if you are running an air conditioner, even in rooms like our middle bedroom, Shauna's room, nobody's in there, but they said if you turn that fan on and open the door, that's better than closing the vent for the room, because what it does is that fan will circulate and push that cool air out into the hall and, eventually to the rest of the house.
You feel what's wrong with that fan.
I know. We leave all the fans on all the time, though.
24.
Yeah.
Even in the middle of winter.
Yeah. I don't even know if that doesn't matter or what, but we do. Okay. And so Rickwood said, I use blinds and blackout curtains. Keep the thermostat around 75. That's good. Otherwise, the AC struggles to keep up when it gets into the 90s and above. Yeah, that's the hard part is, when this summer heat comes, like you have to do all of these little things because otherwise it really does make that AC struggle. Sherry said, please mash the like button, please and thank you. Yes, Sherry, thank you. Everybody hit that thumbs up. And Jane said, I never run the dryer in the summer. Oh, and keep a hot plate outside to boil water. Oh, when it gets really hot, I move the convection oven onto the patio and cook dinner out there.
That's pretty smart.
That is some great ideas. So I guess then you just put the clothes out on a line. That's really nice. I've never done that in my life.
Me either.
Done line drying.
Not that I remember anyways.
Shauna said, laugh aloud, hey, I'm scrapping my 2023 cruise. Ooh.
That's cool.
Must finish. Want to take it with me on vacation. I leave Tuesday. Ooh.
Wow.
Rickwood said, I got the email. If I'm running late, it's because I'll be going to my cousin's birthday party.
Well, happy birthday.
But I expect to be home before the start.
Oh, nice.
Yay, I hope so. And then Shauna said, Shelly, brie tea. Brie tea. So it's like a meatloaf, a brie tea.
Nice.
Mary T is here.
Hey.
She said, hello, all. Just put my meatloaf in the oven.
Oh, nice.
And now I'm slicing strawberries for strawberry shortcake. Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
I'll post pics. I also made rhubarb and strawberry stew and vanilla ice cream. I saw your pictures. I was like, ooh, that looks so good.
Right.
I do enjoy rhubarb now. I think as a kid, I didn't really care for
I
rhubarb.
don't remember.
But now I actually like it.
I don't remember if I liked it or not.
Oh. But that sounds awesome. Oh, a strawberry shortcake. Oh, that sounds really good.
This is really good. Do you deliver?
Well, you said tomorrow night.
I
You're
know.
kind of.
Uh-huh.
Renee said, pronounced like meat, not breet.
Okay.
A breet. So a breety.
I like
Having
my
a
way better,
breety.
though.
What, meatloaf or heath loaf?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I was saying because it's in a brownie dish.
Oh, okay.
Mary T said, my meatloaf is just your basic grandma meatloaf with a ketchup and mustard topping.
Oh.
I've never had mustard on it.
Me either.
So do you mix up the ketchup and mustard together and put that on top? Or do you do one and then the other?
Yeah.
Shauna said, I like to mix my ketchup with balsamic or apple cider vinegar to make it tangier. Ooh, that sounds good.
It does.
That especially the balsamic. Ooh. Mary T said, my topping is ketchup, mustard, and brown swerve. Oh,
okay.
that sounds good.
It does.
Toy Q Cat said $8 for ketchup. Nope. What's that Primal Kitchen ketchup? Do y'all know of another brand that has an actual sugar-free ketchup that's a little cheaper? Maybe Chosen Foods. I don't know. But I think we actually got it. We might have got it like buy one, get one or something, honestly.
Usually.
But I was just like, this can is still 52 cents for that big old can there. Oh, Shauna said, question. Okay, admit it. Who is hiding veggies in their meatloaf?
Well, is it really hidden if we know it's in there?
Right? Yeah.
We put jalapeno and onions in ours.
Who else puts veggies? Like, has anybody ever put veggies in your meatloaf on the purpose of trying to hide the veggies?
No. I've never done it for that reason.
Mm-mm.
Because, I mean, usually I'm cooking, or like, especially before we got together, I was cooking for myself. So how am I going to fool myself?
Right. That's true. But I wonder, because I know sometimes parents will do that. They'll like, oh, well, this way, get them to eat spinach and broth, right? Did either one of yours ever do anything like that? Or you don't even know, so they might have.
No, my thing is, the way I was raised, if they wanted me to eat it, they just forced me to eat it. They didn't hide it. They said, you're going to eat it.
Oh. Sharon said, I make my own ketchup.
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It always tastes better when you make it yourself. Yes. Mary T said, I almost never use the oven anymore. This meatloaf, the first in a while. When it's super hot, I even put the Instant Pot and air fryer on the back deck. Wow. Great. Shauna said, I also use my toaster oven, which can be used on convection. It puts out way less heat.
Wow.
Yeah, see, our air fryer is kind of like your toaster oven, and it has where you could bake food in there. Because when we were at the hotel for 4 months, that's what we had to do. Barely Begun said the green pepper sort of makes it like inside-out stuffed pepper. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if we had a bell pepper, that would have been a great addition. Renee said, I've done a mix of mushrooms in a meatloaf, and that was tasty, as well as stuffed with a cheese center.
I've done that too.
Yes. If anything could have cheese in it,
I'm your guy.
He's always saying, well, can we put cheese in that?
I started to do it tonight, honestly.
Yeah.
But the cheese I have, it's a pepper jack, a whole block of it, and we froze it, and now when I go to cut it, it's all crumbly. And the only other cheese I have is a block of the Easy Melt, and I'm saving that for another recipe. I'm not going to open it till we do that recipe. Oh. Because if I open it, I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm just that way. I love that Easy Melt.
Yes.
Kill everything. Why don't you just cut it open?
Well, I don't have scissors. Do I?
Why don't you just say something? I'm going to go get you some.
Okay. Heath, I need scissors. Sharon said, I thought you were coming to visit Steph's wood tools. Ha ha ha.
I'm retired, so I don't do that anymore.
But
I'm even looking at maybe selling my table saw.
this is the first I'm hearing of
I told you
that.
about that 2 days ago.
No, you did not.
You have to listen to me.
I do listen. I'm the one who listens, y'all. All right.
Well, because I told you to take up less room, free up a bunch of room in the garage.
Right.
I mean, what am I using it for anymore other than just a catch-all?
Well, because every once in a while we do need, like you said, whenever you had to cut up the tree limbs.
I didn't do it on the table saw. I did it on the chop saw.
Oh, I thought some of them you did the table saw because I had to hold it. What was that? Where I had to hold
That's
that?
the chop saw.
Oh.
The one that goes up and down? That's chopping.
I don't know. It's the one that's on the side
table.
of the garage on a table.
Yeah.
And you said you were like had me hold it while you fed it in.
Yeah, that's the chop saw.
Oh, well, where's the table saw?
That's the big one over there, on the other side of it.
Oh,
the one that's an actual table, hence the name.
Well, see, to me,
yeah, a saw is a saw. I know.
No, it isn't that. That one's on a table. Your chop saw is on a table.
It's really not. It's a door. It's built on. Yeah, it's turned into a table. So I guess
So that's why I thought.
No, I'm not going to sell that one. That one comes in handy all the time.
Well, then I don't care what you do with the other one. All right, let's do this. Shauna said, "Oh, I like a good cheesy center, right?" Rickwood said the insulation has paid off, Shelly. Yeah, I was just figuring out the ROI on it. If you want, I can just put this here. Would that be a bit easier?
All right. Well, I don't know because, like I said, if you're going to overfill it when you're going to pick it up, it's all going to fall anyways.
Well, I figured then we'll know if it starts to get full.
Okay. All right, then.
Oh.
That's fine.
I was just thinking.
Okay.
Goodness.
Well, I'm just saying. I already said yes, so why you're not trying to win the argument? You already won.
I'm not trying to win any argument. But I was already figuring that the inflation, I think, was $2,200. And looking at what I've saved since last year, I think I'll end up getting my money back within a year.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go through and start cutting this cauliflower into florets. What?
I don't know. Looking at this, it looks like we're going to have to do multiple batches. Why at least 2? Overestimating it.
I don't know. We'll see. Radical Geek said, "Oh yeah, hot and fast works too." Thank you. And Renee said, "My thermostat has been saying 78 to 79 when I get home. Set at 76. Oh no, is that normal for a 2-story?" Oh, I have no idea
honestly,
on that.
Yes and no. It depends on the size of the unit you have.
Wondering if I need to use my home warranty to get it serviced.
Probably wouldn't hurt. Especially now before it started actually getting hotter.
Yeah, I remember my brother has a 2-story, and I remember one year his electric bill was like $1,000.
Well, also, he's got 3 kids running in and out of the house the whole time too, though.
Well, that's true. Just throw them there. But also it's because he had a 2-story. Well, I wonder, do we want to cook all of it tonight?
That's what I was asking you earlier.
Well, I'm just looking at it now, but it's up to you.
As much as possible, because then we're gonna have to run it through the mixer, the food processor.
Yeah.
We just have to do it once. I mean, it's not gonna take it any longer if you load it up more.
No, that's true. That's true.
I'm just looking at if you just throw all the little ones in there, it's gonna fall anyways. Say it's gonna fall because there's holes in it.
Well, that's fine.
So I'm figuring if it falls, at least it'd fall in the container though.
Yeah. Well, we'll get it. We'll get it. Trying to get these.
Well, you want me to start cutting those while you work on comments?
Oh, okay. Sure.
No, we don't fall behind. Plus, I'm bored.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're bored.
Make it rain.
Make it rain some cauliflower, y'all. Okay, and then
Delilah gets off piece.
And then Radical Geek said, yeah, basement and first floor are okay. Upstairs is gross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. See, I think if you just pull them up.
I think you want to do it. That's why you can keep your eyes on it.
Well, because you're making a whole lot of little ones.
I know. Whereas
if you just cut, they'll break apart without having to cut them.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I know.
So there, go back at it. You only have to cut it off the thing. Renee said, well, it's $85 per service call, so I hate to just check it out. It's built 1950 with updated everything. Yeah, and your insulation's good, right? They gave good insulation in it. And then Renee said, that was my thought too, Sharon. Okay. Oh, sorry. Everybody's talking back and forth. Shauna said, I would think the expense for screens would be worth it. Maybe. I don't know. We're not. I think what part of it is we're not like people.
I'm not going to open the window to leave the screen open anyway. So it's an extra cost for no reason.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I think, like, sometimes I think, oh, that'd be nice to have. But then other times it's like, but how often would I use it? Like, I feel like we only have, about 3 or 4 months that would be screen weather.
Right.
Because, like, right now, it's just too hot. I'm not going to open it when it's 100 degrees outside. But maybe that's a long-term goal, right? When we just have money to spend.
That's more travel money, though.
Rickwood said, I always dry my clothes on a line on hangers. It makes them last longer. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
You know what we could do, too, though? We don't use that front room, really. It's just decoration. We could just set up a hanger thing in there to dry the clothes on. Or we wouldn't have to worry about the rain.
Yeah, but I would think that you're supposed to dry because of the wind and the sun, right?
Sure. Yeah, but just this weather here, so god awful little.
Let's see. We're going to be able to make it fit, or is it going to stick up too much?
That's what I was telling you earlier.
I know. Well, I'm just.
I have depth perception. Remember?
You lack depth perception.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Oh.
Here, I'm just trying to fill in a couple little holes here.
Weird Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Trying to get these all in here. So in the Instant Pot, we already put a cup of water. And then now we're going to put this on there. Are you ready for it or no?
Yeah.
And let's. All right. Here we go, y'all. We're about to see. Is it going to fit?
So you just smashed them all.
Well,
but you know what? We're doing mashed anyways.
Yeah. They're going to be smashed.
Oh, you know what we didn't do, though?
Huh.
We didn't season them.
Well, no, we'll
do it
season
after?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you want 3 minutes?
Yes. And then, wherever you want to put the food processor.
Right there.
Okay, let me get the food processor out. This in our little. Okay. And this. And then what we got here too is I've got almost a stick of butter that we're going to use. And then I've got Porking Good onion and sour cream seasoning. So I thought, since we don't have any sour cream, I thought that would be good for it. What?
The box behind your sign. We need the little.
Yeah. And then we got some of their bacon seasoning because, I mean, why not? Bacon makes everything better. What's wrong? I know. Would it be fit here either?
Hold on. I got it somewhere.
my little KitchenAid accessories, y'all. All right. Here we go. There. All right. Mary T said, our house stays cool until about 4 p.m. Then the southwest sun beats us up. Oh, we close the insulated curtains then and turn on AC when the sun goes down. Open all the windows. Wow. Mary T said, Heath could make screens for you cheap and easy.
Except that Heath has never done that before, but okay. I think I'd spend more money trying to learn to do it. And we don't open the windows, so I don't think they're actually necessary. We have too many mosquitoes and other bugs.
Well, if you have a screen, you wouldn't. That's the point of a screen.
Yeah, but still.
Mary T said, my shortcake is a cake recipe done in bunt. Is my cake recipe done in a bunt pan?
Oh,
it
nice.
looks so good. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait either. That sounds amazing.
Sounds really good.
Renee said, Shelly, didn't you actually catch up at the last KetoCon? Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Keto Primo.
Yeah.
Are they still in business?
But also, I thought they were special. You had to order online or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I think, aren't they based in California?
I think. Their stuff was good, though.
It was. Renee said, very true, Heath. There was none of the hiding trickery when we were kids. Parents were a different breed back then. 22Q, I haven't used my butt pan in years. Forgot I even have it. Glad you mentioned it, Mary T. Yeah.
My parents used to beat you till you're crying and then beat you for crying.
Wow. Shauna said, when you stuff it, do you put a block sliced or shredded? We usually do a block. Like sometimes we've even gotten the mozzarella sticks because they're already, and just put like
2 or 3 of them.
2 or 3 or 4, like 2 side by side and double it,
Yeah.
We've done that, and that just makes it real easy. Or we've done before, you just get a block of cheese, because to me, the shredded will end up just kind of going everywhere, but a block is going to take longer for that to melt.
Only thing I do with the shredded is if I do want it, I use it as a topper at the end.
Yeah. But yeah, I would use block.
Yeah.
Renee said, yeah, I can't use that big knife in front of you to slice open the cauliflower. No, I couldn't use it because there was tape and all that. I don't want to dull my knife. Shauna said, it's all saw to me. Laugh out loud. They're all on the table. Right, exactly. It's saw. Wait, did I just name another saw? A saw.
When I have one of those too. That's what y'all saw me using a couple of weeks ago to cut down those trees. But the technical term is a reciprocating saw. The Sawzall is actually a name brand.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like Xerox is an actual name brand.
Can we move this a little bit somewhere? Because they're saying it's hiding your beautiful face.
Right there?
I'm going to do something with that. That's better. Shauna said,
Well, I could take this off.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Shauna said, is having a Bell's brownie batter brick for dinner.
Oh,
so I guess I'm kind of having a meatloaf too.
Right?
She said, a beef gut brick. Ooh, right? Yeah, that'd be good.
I haven't had one of those in a while.
Oh, Renee said, my electric plan is 59% off for June, July, August, and November, December, January. Oh, 50% off. Wow, that's nice.
That's really nice, actually.
So is this going to be your first summer in the house then? So are you nervous to see what the electric bills are going to be?
Come on.
22Q Cat said, wait, was that a steamer basket for your Instant Pot? I've never seen those.
We actually have 2.
Yeah, is it on the seal?
Yeah,
okay.
It is, and it says on.
Okay.
We actually have 2. One, we have a Trevette, with feet on it, so it can rest in there. This is what I use when I cook my eggs. And then we have this basket here too. And it also has handles on it. I was worried about using that plastic one that we just used just now, because this one sits down actually in it, and then you have to pull it back out of the water. It hangs right on the rim. So I was afraid it'd be over, once we loaded all the cauliflower, it'd be too tall to put the lid on it. But obviously it worked.
Oh, uh-oh.
Is it
really?
down?
I don't know. I'm about to see. Oh, yeah, it says.
Okay, and what I did too is I actually bought an extra insert for the Instant Pot so that I can always have something cooking if I want to.
And also, y'all, because I don't like the smell of eggs boiled like that. And so he also got that because it kind of leaves a smell. And I was like, I don't want egg smell on everything else.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go double check those and make sure.
Yeah. Let's bring up some space here. Okay. But yeah, there's steamer baskets and everything. Mary T said, I sat in the basement the other day and had to get a blanket. Laugh out loud. Still chilly down there. It never gets hot. Maybe a little stuffy in August. Wow. That's pretty cool. Shada said, spend money to learn. YouTube is free. Laugh out loud. I'm saying, right? And he says he has a master's in YouTube from YouTube University. Y'all, you know I would have to be the one to learn how to do that. Shauna said, okay, I didn't mean hide as in from someone, just stuffing them in there. Oh, okay. Does anybody else put veggies in their meatloaf? Renee said, y'all haven't been open the window folks in the past, but y'all also haven't been save money type folks. We've always been save money. We have a few months of the year in the fall that y'all would love the windows open. Right. That's the only time is, what is that, about November, December, and then parts of January and February that we would do that. But we've been savers. In fact, when Heath and I first got married, because we both had pretty good jobs, we were just living off of my paycheck and basically saving his paycheck.
What is it again?
Renee said we'd never been window people, but we were never saving people either.
Right.
But yeah, we used to save really well. It's just
Spend very well.
We went through a couple hard periods where we basically used up all of our savings, and I kind of had that. You need help, dear?
No.
Okay. And also there was a time where we went a little crazy. We were like, oh, we've got plenty of money because we thought we'd saved up really well.
You know what I always tell you? It's the American way.
Which we had, and then it was like, oh, we've got plenty of money. Let's do that. In fact, one of my coworkers, she's going to a Metallica concert August in Chicago, and she was like, well, come on. And I was just like, oh, what?
You want to pour some of that off? The grease? If
yeah.
we do, we're going to pour it in too. That's the only problem.
Well, don't we have one of those jars? Just get one of the glass jars.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, let's, hey, yeah, that'd be fun. Come to Metallica with me. And we were seriously looking at it. The flights alone to Chicago would have been $800. Now, that was for economy plus. And so it would have been $800 just to fly there. And this is for like a 4-day weekend. Then it would have, then the concert alone, the cheapest I could find were $222.
Hold this down. I want to bring the thing.
What?
Because if we're going to pour it,
wouldn't
it make sense to do it on the towel? If
Yeah.
they do spill.
Yeah. You gonna pour them?
You trust me doing it? Because I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, you put the gloves on,
Well,
so I
because I
thought.
can take them off and hand them to you, though.
But so the Metallica tickets, the cheapest was $222 a ticket. And that was through SeatGeek. And
You want a funnel?
Yeah, funnel would be good. So there would have been another $450. Then a hotel, and you know us, we don't do like she was like, oh, I'll just stay at the
Dewdrop Inn.
No, it was better than that. What is it? Shoot, I forgot. What I told you what it was.
I thought it was like the Econo Inn or whatever.
I thought it started with a B. That was too wide. I think it'll have to be the green. But anyway, so then and even at that one, because she was gonna walk to the
Event.
The green one.
Oh.
Yeah, she was gonna. So she was looking for a hotel that was close to the event center. But I was like, August 9th. I don't know how hot it gets in Chicago, but I know Heath does not do well in the heat. So
you don't either. Stop it.
Well, yeah, I don't either. But it's fun to blame it on him.
Typical woman. Thank you so much. That's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, even that hotel was $100 a night.
Right.
And then after that, then food and whatever else you're gonna do, and we would have to get. Well, I already talked about that. And we would have to get, someone to watch the dog. So I was like, we're looking at probably $3,000 for a 4-day weekend.
And you know what I told her? I said, for that price, we go on another cruise for a 7-day.
Yeah. So I was like, could we swing it? Yeah, we could have swung it. But
only bad part about it, I've already seen Metallica 3 times. She's never seen them. So that's the only thing I kind of feel bad about.
But I was like, for $3,000. And so that was our problem, honestly, for a few years, because we were like, we're, like one time my mom was like, oh, we're going on a cruise in a couple weeks. And then we were like, oh, we want to go on it. So we just were like, oh, yeah.
We have plastic. We can do it.
We can do it. We can pay for that.
Oh, you use a whole can? That's awesome.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured to use that and get the rest of it out, right?
Yeah. Can you spin it around again?
Yeah.
So I was like, this time I'm just being more smart, because I'm like, yeah, could we have that and go? And I'm sure it would be a lot of fun. But then at the same token, I'm like, I just don't think it's worth it to us to spend that kind of money, even though it would be amazing. And it'd be great to hang out with my coworker and have a blast. But I'm like, that $3,000 we could put towards so many other things.
And we have another trip we want to do next year.
Yes, exactly. And in 26.
Yeah.
And so, we really want to.
We got some plans.
Save up for all of those, right? Okay. That's that.
Yeah. I was looking for these.
Okay. And then now you're going to put it there. What do you think? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh.
What? You unplugged it?
How's this?
Well, that's the one I told you we're going to get the dogs.
Yeah. I was going to say, give it to the dogs. Mm-hmm. All right. So just trying to think of future Heath and Shelly. Elle Strange. Hey, Lisa. She said, just now getting out of work. Still need to make dinner. Sigh. Oh.
Well, come over. You can have a bite of this.
Right? You should be here in no time. Renee said, I made window screens for my first apartment balcony. If I could do it with no YouTube existing at 23, Heath could do it. Wow. Okay, well, maybe it is doable. Mary T said, just a square frame and staple screens on. But don't you have to, cut it to fit the window and all that? How do you get it to stay on the window? Mary T said, all you need is a square frame, and then you just staple the screen to it.
Ah, that's pretty smart.
But then attach the screen then to the window.
it tucks in.
Oh,
There's a little groove right there. That's how you tuck the other ones. But when you buy one, you're gonna put it in the same way.
well, because the screen that used to be on our bedroom, it slid too. It was a sliding because
that one, yeah.
Because that's a sliding glass door,
yeah.
And so the screen, I remember that was on there, had a little handle, and it would slide back and forth. So how would you make that one?
You could buy just that frame also.
Oh, and then put the staple in the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's something we could do this fall when it's cooler outside.
You know what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna put that screen up there, and one of the dogs, probably him, gonna run through it.
Well, probably because somebody
or me.
Or yeah, I was gonna say, or somebody at 4 a.m. is gonna forget to slide the screen, and the dogs are gonna dart out. That's true. Shada said it's the Shelly and Processor show. Can you keep hiding?
It's a working kitchen. I'm sorry.
Mary T said beef gut brick is my favorite. Wow. Right? The Bell's brownie.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome. Wait, this is trash.
Yeah. Well, I guess this too. Renee said there's a special little tool that looks like a tiny pizza slicer that you use to push the screen into a metal frame. Yep. So easy.
I know.
Oh.
I know how to do it. I just don't want to do it.
Oh.
To me, it's not important enough to open a window. Nothing in my life requires opening a window. For leaving it open long enough for it to require that. But the heat comes in when you open a window. I'm anti-heat.
Okay. But in, say, late December and January, when it's actually cool out and we're not running the heater or the AC, it'd be nice here, like I'm saying right here in the kitchen, to put a screen on, and it would probably keep the bugs away too. Put the screen on there, and then we can open that and let the cool air flow in while we're in the kitchen, and that would help with some of the heat too, right?
We can try.
But in the fall, where it's cool, where we can put that together outside. Renee said, well, you know what I mean, Shelly. Now y'all are way more into budgeting and financial planning. Yeah, I am. Like, I'm actually, before I never did. Well, no, I did have a budget. I would call it a loose budget, right? So I would write down, here's all my expenses for the month. And here's everything I get in. And then this is what's left over for fun, right?
That was the way I always did it.
And then I would always put my 401k and stuff first. In fact, I see a mosquito right there. Let's see if I get it. Oh, going out. Loose budgeting.
Did you set a timer?
Oh, no, I didn't. But now I do a very precise budget. And so, yeah, I am a lot more particular now. Timer. 10 minutes, right?
Yes. Okay. Maybe 8.
Maybe 8?
Yeah, because we've already been sitting here.
Okay. Oops. Cancel. There we go. 8 minutes. So, yeah, you're right. I'm very particular now on the budget. And I'm really focusing on saving right now. So not only are we both contributing a good amount to our 401ks and our HISA. So that comes out before we even get our paycheck, right?
That's on off. Now you want to do with it?
Quick release. Sorry, y'all, that's noisy. Being very particular. So I've got our 401ks and our HISA. And then I'm also now open at our HISA, our HSA. And then this time what I'm doing is, like, I know our fixed expenses, and then I put a set amount directly into our HISA, and then the rest is where the rest of the money comes out of. So, like, groceries and everything else. So, you know, something happens and we don't have enough, then it's like, well, we're going to have to adjust, like, what we spend on groceries or something. But right here.
So what I'll do is, when that goes off, I'll just take that pan out and put it here.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of moving the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, should you put it on a plate? Because it might be kind of wet. Oh, you got a mosquito right on your cheek. Right there. No. Oh, there. I think you got it. That mosquito wanted you. Only I'm allowed to bite you. But I was like,
well, get it done. Plug it and move the whole thing over there.
okay. Or just the basket. Well, I don't know. Whatever you think is easier, dear. Shauna said, so wash a towel versus wipe down the counter. Exactly. I have to say though, when he puts a towel down, it really does help with stuff. And these are just our junk towels.
These are actually my pre-Shelly towels.
Right. So we don't care what happens to them. Mary T said, my trip to KPL would be my last big splurge for a long while. I don't mind spending the money, but it hurts on a 4-day weekend. We could take a 2-week road trip for that.
Yep.
I know.
That's also kind of why we didn't go last year.
Because I'm just like, oh, that's just, for 4 days, it's just, it hurts, right? It stings a lot. Mom Bear Lynette said, yeah, that's a lot of money just to see a band in concert, period. Right.
It is the greatest band of all time, so it has a little bit of warrant to it. Well, that's not warrant. You're not going to see warrant, but we'll do another band.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. No, I think right there. Right. And then, is it too hot, or you want to let it rest a minute?
You tell me.
Can you lift it? Oh,
well,
okay.
We don't have to if we're doing it this. That's the whole point of moving this guy.
Okay.
Well, I don't need gloves for this.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is.
I can just do this. Can they even see this?
No, they can see this.
Do you want me to move it? Do y'all care? Do you understand what we're doing?
Well, as soon as you load it all, then we'll move it again.
You know what would be easier, probably? Well, I can scoop it out with a spoon.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Come feel these and tell me if they're actually done enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Because honestly, y'all, this is the first time we've ever cooked these this way. We usually, whenever I made these before, we did it in the on the stove in a pan.
Mary T said, I saved $500 by booking an afternoon flight out of Spokane and an early flight out of Louisville, so I don't have to book hotels in Spokane. Border only opens 8 to 8. Oh, wow. That's good thinking, Mary T. That's awesome.
That's very awesome, actually.
Because I've heard that before. Clark Howard, because he travels a lot, he said one of his tips is, like, say you want to go to Hawaii, but you live on the East Coast. He said, check for flights, instead of a flight directly to Hawaii, check for a flight to California, like LA, and then from LA to Hawaii. He said, because LA usually gets really cheap airfare to Hawaii. So oftentimes it's a lot cheaper to do that instead of getting a direct flight from the Northeast all the way to Hawaii.
Is it hot?
Ah.
Should be done with these then, right?
Yeah. Ooh. And then what we're gonna do, y'all?
Get this out of the way.
Yeah. But
shoot!
Is it hot?
Yeah. No. I bumped the camera. We're staring at the fan.
Oh, we are. Sorry, y'all.
I hate this mount.
Down just a little bit more. There you go.
Ah. Okay, next thing on the budget we're gonna have to budget for is a new phone holder. That's why we can't go to Metallica.
There we go. All right, so here it is. So I'm gonna add. This is like 3/4 of a stick of butter. I like mine really buttery. My mashed cauli.
We're done with this.
Yeah, or do you need that knife? Okay, and then I am going to add some of this Porky Good sour cream and onion.
You using it all?
I mean,
yes. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. But save it though, because that's a good little shaker. Probably not.
Okay.
Hey, you don't see that.
And then we have some granulated garlic because I like garlic in my mash. Oh, that smells good. And of course, we got to have some Redmond's real salt, y'all. Is a meal complete without Redmond's? Right? And then he wanted a little bit of ancho in this. And then we're also going to add some of this bacon seasoning. Ooh. And that's by Porky Good as well. All right. And then it might be loud for a second, y'all. The spatula. That'll be good. Or the bright pink one. Okay, that's fine. Melissa hey, said our upgraded windows have been a lifesaver in this heat. Opening our windows is like opening the oven. When it's nicer, it would blow in a bunch of dirt and pollen. Oh, the dog's already tracking enough. Right? Oh, wow. That's so nice, Melissa. Okay, Heath is going to go get the meatloaves. Or, I'm sorry, the Heath loaves.
Hey, also, go ahead and shut it down. Or do you want to look at it first?
Yeah. This looks good, y'all. Oops. Trying to get some of the seasoning off the top part. That is good. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me put this back in here. Just gonna run that for just a minute, y'all.
You know what, though? I'm mad.
Why?
Today's supposed to be a day off. I just had a squat to get that. I'm counting that towards tomorrow.
Oh, goodness, y'all. Okay. Take a look.
We need a plate.
Yeah. Ooh, I think that looks good, y'all. Look at that. How do y'all like your mash? Do you like it to be real smooth? Or do you like it with little chunks? I think this is actually really smooth.
That's what I prefer.
Oh, it smells so good. 22Q Cat said 3,000. That would really cut into your tour of the states money next year. I know.
That's another reason why we're not doing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then when you get a chance, if you want to unplug this, then I'll put it back.
You unplug that one right there below you. Roll up this cord.
There we go. All right.
But then, like I was saying too, though, if you as soon as you get a chance, you do the shutdown on the grill.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
We're saving pellets for tomorrow.
Let me do the Traeger.
Yourself.
All right, shutting down. All right. And then, is this my plate? Where's yours?
Over here behind me.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. But yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, Heath, if we do this, next year I was going to tell you unlimited cheese money at the Big Barn Cheese.
You know what? It's going to be that way anyways, because I'm Heath.
And he was just like, oh, well. I was like, mm-hmm.
Plus, while I'm looking around too, I'm checking to see if they're going to come somewhere closer, like Dallas or San Antonio or something like that. If they don't come to Houston, it'd be a lot quicker to get there, a lot cheaper.
Right. But so far,
Nothing.
So far, the only ones for this year are all north. It's either Minneapolis or Seattle or Chicago. That was our choices. Okay. Yeah. And then your plate. Oh, Lisa, she said, I have a concert next Friday. Only one I have planned this year. So I'll miss y'all 7 to 5. Aw. We're going to see Sara McLaughlin.
Oh, wow.
It's an outside venue. I'll be sweating and grumpy this time next week, right? And you'll be like, was this worth it? Okay.
We need a container for the rest, don't we?
Yeah, probably. Go.
Yeah, you might go ahead and get another thing of cauliflower tomorrow so I can have some more the rest of the week.
Yeah, probably. Here, you want to put the rest of that in there?
Sure.
All right. Now, when it comes to the meatloaf, do you like the end cut or a middle piece?
I want a square cut. We should have done it in the what's the middle? Dang it. That one special brownie pan where everything's a corner.
Oh, wow. Mm.
Oh, I messed up though.
Why?
Because I could have divided this up into portions already for my dinners, with lunches, I mean, instead of doing it all in one.
Right.
Just trying to hurry so I can get done.
Well, here, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I come sit down because I'm getting a little shaky.
Yeah, you look like it.
That smells so good.
All right, y'all. I'm just going to put the mashed cauliflower away because, again, we're meal prepping.
Yeah.
2 for 1 Friday night, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's happening this Sunday, Heath? Remind everybody.
1:00 p.m. Central. We're going live for the MS Journey. 183. And y'all are going to love this thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. He showed me this thumbnail earlier. Go ahead.
Well, this is all inspired by Sharon. Brilliant idea.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, I'm susceptible to peer pressure. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, though, no regrets. No regrets.
No?
Yeah, I'm glad I did it. Now I know I can do it.
And what's that?
I did those squats.
Well, you still have 2 days.
Well, I did it.
I know you did.
But you also got to, you notice I didn't clean up the
Yeah, I know. Well, have you noticed any improvements in anything since you did it?
No, not really. Well, I haven't got on the scale. I haven't done any measurements. I don't feel any different. I feel more tired, to tell you that. I don't know if that's an improvement. But just set that to the side. Let's eat while it's hot.
Well, I mean, like, do you feel like you're any more flexible?
No, not really.
No.
But I've found new ways of doing and different ways of doing it. Not ways, but different areas of the house I can do the squats also.
Okay.
Well, because in our master bathroom, we have a little pony wall between the shower and our toilet. Well, on that end of the wall, there's a little handbar I'm put on whenever I was really having real bad mobility problems. Well, that's still there. There's no reason to take it down. So I've been using that every morning before and after I use the bathroom to do a few squats.
Oh.
And then sometimes during the day, too. Oh. And then for a while, I was doing it in our hall bath against the shower there. And then I was even able to do them off of this countertop.
Yeah, because it's like the right height for you.
Except this chair is too close to me. I shouldn't be sitting down when I'm doing it. See, I'm counting those for tomorrow.
Oh, Lord.
That's the Heath mask.
Uh-huh.
Dang, this looks and smells so good.
Well, try it.
What my silverware's over there. And I'm waiting you to finish so you can eat too. Right?
That's just good.
And just stack it right there.
I am.
Oh.
I'm coming over here to get all your silverware.
Well, you didn't even use this at all, did you?
But I want to pour some of this juice on mine. Do you want any of the juice?
Yeah.
I have that juice. There we go. A little juicy.
Well, the kind of little thing too.
What's your little thing? Oh. His lid, y'all.
My coaster for my silverware.
Yeah.
I wonder too, though. Oh, you need one of your drinks, though, don't you?
No, I still got my kombucha. All right. Well, that'll be fun seeing the Sara McLaughlin show. McLaughlin? What did I say? I
Sara.
felt like,
Just say Sara.
yeah, to see that show. That sounds like it'll be fun. Well, I'm just doing some fresh cracked pepper.
That's quite good.
Yeah? Good. All right. Rickwood said, well, last year's trip to Austin for me was over $1,000 overall.
Was it worth it, honestly? The way it turned out?
Let me finish. Well, worth it.
Okay, then.
But this year is budgeted for doing maintenance of the house.
Right.
Need to find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Laugh out loud. Right. Like where we all need to find a pot of gold, don't we?
Yes.
All right, here we go. It's so comforting.
Yes.
That is so good, y'all. Mom Bear Lynette said, no concerts or vacations for me this year. I spent that money on a tankless water heater approximately 2 months ago.
That's adulting. I like that.
And that is money well spent. That would be something I want to get eventually too, Lynette. So you'll have to keep me updated with how, overall, are you seeing a difference in the water bill and the electric as well with that?
But I'm wondering too, where did you get it installed at? Was yours in the attic? Because over on the far corner of my garage is where our water heater is now. So I'm wondering if it would go in the same spot or if we had to put it in the attic.
And I think they usually put it in the area and mount it on a wall.
I'm really wondering. Just curious.
Mary T said we could just do the windows and not the doors for the screens.
All right.
So do like the kitchen
window
and the office windows.
Right.
And because that is nice, during the good time of the year, in the office
Those
has
2
some
days.
Right, has some airflow in the office.
This is really, really good. You know what's good with this too, though? Green beans.
Oh, green beans. What would y'all put? What do you have your meatloaf with? What do you serve it with?
This is crazy, though. I'm already starting to get full.
I
guess it's those sausages.
Right? Lynette said, I love the tankless water heater. Very reliable, but the initial cost up front was several times higher than a regular water heater. Yeah, that's what I had a friend that got one, and I don't remember what he paid, but at the time I was like, ooh, but he was, he did the whole ROI, and he was like, yeah, but, within a certain amount of years, it would basically end up paying for itself. Right. And I was like, okay. I was like, but still, ouch.
Right? I mean, you don't even like spending money to go get our Dutch. So anytime we have to spend money, it's ouch to you.
It honestly is, and I've always been that way. Like, I try to be, carefree, but then it really does eat at me. I'm sure part of it is I have a little bit of a scarcity mindset. So especially, when some things have happened and we actually did go through our savings, that really has terrified me. So I'm being very, very conservative with everything right now. And yeah, anytime I spend on anything, I'm just like, oh, like he told me earlier, he's like, oh, we only got 2 paper towels left. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to buy it. Oh. It's like those little things. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to spend money on that. Darn adulting.
Right.
Mary T said, yes, I hear Heath on the window opening. Keep that hot air out. Here, it's required to open windows. It's so cool at night, but only at night and early morning. It saves money on the AC. That makes sense, right? Toy TQ Cat said, I don't get to open any of my windows. My wonderful cat, Bun Bun, would go right through the streets, chasing birds and squirrels if the windows were open. Good thing he's so darn cute.
All right.
Right? That's true. Aw. So now he just gets to look out the window and just dream about having that bird, right?
You fool.
Wow.
Well, this is comfort food. That's why they call it that.
Shada said, slow down, Turbo.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it seemed like we prepped a lot, but it cooked fairly quickly. It cooked quicker than I thought it was going to, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So we usually cook it in the oven for about an hour, don't we?
About 45 minutes.
How long does this take? I don't even remember.
Probably 45.
Oh, okay.
Oh. But it's good. I might want another slice.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have sausage.
Well, you were offered.
I know, but I wanted to save room because I really wanted this, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
To me, comfort foods.
I'm so comforting.
Yeah, I know. They're just so delicious. It's like I could have sausage anytime. I want to save room for all the meatloaf. Mary T said, celery root are crazy looking things that make such a good mash. I'm peeling it now and it smells so good if you like celery.
Nice.
I have seen that before.
You know, after you posted that in the chat earlier, I had to go Google it. I've never heard of it before.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I've seen it before and I've seen them at the farmer's market, but I've just never, like, I think that head of cauliflower we paid $2 for. Renee said, yes, Heath. I gave a steep guide to the Save That Shaker. He felt it. Renee, I could tell
disturbance in the force.
He physically felt that because he was just like, if you could have seen him, he was just like, he felt your stink guy.
When we now only have bougie shaker bottles.
Right? Shada said, that sounds like a very quiet jet engine gearing up.
Huh.
So was it annoying or? Renee said, I've had coworkers that have had issues with the phone controlled thermostat with it being overridden by what they say is an electric company for electricity conservation. Oh. Really? We got one of those, what is it, a Nest, when it first came out. Because, you know, I was like, wow, it sounds like it'd be really cool. We could never get it to work right, and we ended up having to take it back. I don't know. There's something that just, I was like, okay, it's not doing what I want it to do.
All right.
What?
A lot of damn food.
Lynette said, nowadays, when I make mashed cauliflower, I add half a package of the Ketochow soup mix. It really adds a potato flavor.
Oh, nice.
That's a great idea, Lynette. Well, I don't think we have any left, but I love that. And they're back in stock. So if you need mushroom soup or potato soup, follow our link to Ketochow and get you some, y'all. My Bear Lynette said, I actually did 50% cauliflower, 50% turnip.
Oh, wow.
Added butter, garlic, and the Ketochow potato soup. It was remarkably good.
Awesome.
That sounds amazing, Lynette.
Really good,
You mind if I have another little
No, I
piece?
don't. Eat it all. That's fine.
Eat it all.
As much as you want. But the only problem is I'm probably one too now.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. That stuff is so good. I'd rather that than the mash, honestly.
Well, you want this piece?
Sure.
Okay.
Just put the rest of that on your plate.
All right.
Just be done.
Hopefully. We'll
Pour some of that grease on there too.
All right.
Because remember, I still got all those pork chops in there too. So if we eat all this, I just thaw those out. And those will be quick and easy in the air fryer.
Oh, that's true. If you go, after you go through all this, right?
Yeah. Like we said, we're not wanting for anything. So.
No, we're really not.
Honestly, the only thing I'm wanting for on this is side dishes to go with it.
And Renee, I don't know if you saw Cracker Barrel's Halloween has been released.
We were thinking about going there too, but I don't want to eat there. I'm not a fan of the food.
But I like the witch. And they have some soap that looks really cool. The soap looks kind of like green slime. It's like shimmery in that color of green. And they have some pins that are really cute. So I don't know. You use pins on your job. They're really cute. One of them's a Frankenstein. I think one's a skeleton. And when you click it, their little fists go out like they're punching. I was like, oh my gosh, that's adorable. So yeah, Cracker Barrel officially released their Halloween this week. And then Michael's, I was seeing all the stuff at Michael's. And now Michael's is, theirs this year so far, what I've seen is mostly, I would consider it like cutesy. Like they're using kind of that retro 70s look. So like they have a orange coffin, but the backdrop are those big flowers like you would see in the 70s. So I was like, oh, I don't know. But then they also had a lot of, where it feels like velour, like they're hard, but it's like that. There was something that was
crushed
called,
velvet?
Yeah, like a crushed velvet feel. I feel like there's another name. Rick Wynn, I know you know, but so they have cats that are in that, and they have it in an orange, fuchsia, pink, and black.
Wow.
They also had, like, of course, skulls and, different other animals. And so they have a lot of pink and fuchsia and orange stuff. So I know you like orange. There was a couple trinkets. One was a bat, and then the other, I think, is maybe a coffin, but it's the graduated. So it's like orange to white kind of look. So I was like, ooh, that is neat. There was a few things at Michael's that I thought was neat. Even some of the cute stuff, I was like, I mean, it's so freaking cute. I kind of want it. One of them is those blow molds for outside if you want. And it's a dog, but it is a cutesy dog, right? It's not scary or anything. But I was like, that's kind of a cute decoration. Let's see. Oops. Oh, Lynette said, all right, y'all, time for me to call it a night. I'll watch the rest on replay. Wishing y'all a pleasant evening. Well, good night, Lynette.
See you tomorrow night.
Yes, I can't wait to see you. Good morning, Lynette. We'll see you tonight. Johnny said, totally forgot. Ran into an old friend. We had breakfast. Long story short, she helps people with financial planning and is going to meet up with me for free when I get back from vacation. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Shauna. That's great.
That's awesome.
Oh, Tweety Q Cat said, just 2 more days of the squats, Heath. Sounds like you're doing great. We're almost done. I am so proud of all of y'all. Everyone who has at least attempted the squats and you've tried every day that you needed to. I think that is awesome. I really give everybody a pat on the back for at least trying it this month. Right. Thank you. And doing so well with it. I'm just shocked, y'all, especially the last week when it's just been crazy. And like even myself, I'm like, dang, I was telling my manager today, I had my mid-year review and she was like, oh, how are you feeling? And I was like, Well, I said, it's Friday, number one. And number two, it's a rest day. I said, I've been having to do this squat challenge. And yesterday was 240 or 235 squats, whatever it was, 230.
230 too much.
And she was like, what? She goes, do you have to do them all at once? And I said, no. You just do them, you break it up however you want, or you can do them all at once. She goes, I don't think I can do them all at once. I said, no, I've been breaking them up. I said, but man, just doing that in a day, it's just a lot.
Right.
That's so cute. 22Q Cat said, Shauna, you're going to get rich, right? Oh, Mary T said, we're having broccoli we picked this morning.
Uh-oh.
That's why we need to come visit y'all. I guess, like
27?
I was like, because I want to see your garden, but I feel like we would have to go like in September or October.
Okay.
Not this year.
Okay.
In 26.
That's boring.
And then I don't know if you'll have all those fresh veggies available then.
Get that away from me for once more. I promise I'm full.
Oh, that's awesome, Shauna. She's going to help her figure out the best place to put my 401k money.
In my back pocket.
I look at the expense ratio, but yeah, she should be, I'm sure she'll know to look for all the expense ratios, and that's how I kind of pick. I look for, if it's 1%, I don't pick it at all. Zoom time. Aw. You're welcome, Mary T. She said, thanks for the meatloaf idea. Mine is looking good.
Oh, nice.
I bet it is. How exciting. Isn't it so good?
I don't know. Somebody's been wanting it for like 3 months now. I know. Tell me if I'm weird or not. Or any of y'all the same way. When you're planning your meat dishes, is the side dish a main factor for you as to whether or not you're going to do it? Or if you even want it?
Explain what you mean.
Well, like when I eat ribs, especially pork ribs, I only want finger foods to go with it. I don't want to eat like this mashed cauliflower with that. I don't want
coleslaw.
Or coleslaw or anything like that. I don't want to eat anything where I have to wipe my hands and move over to using silverware and everything to eat the side dishes. I want finger foods for everything. Or like this. If I'm having meatloaf, I want mashed cauliflower with it. Before it was mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Or like she said, mashed turnips. That'd be good too. So I'm trying to think of other dishes that would like they're like it's. I know I'm not eating peanut butter and jelly, but like some of those types of foods where they go together. I'm trying to think of another one now.
So, like for example, we're getting a brisket tomorrow because they're finally on sale, y'all. $1.87 a pound. Limit 2 though. We're getting a brisket. And what did you decide would go with the brisket?
I think honestly the best thing would be some coleslaw. Or if we got another thing of sweet potatoes, we could do some fries with it, or even do some boiled potatoes with it, something like that. Or if we did another batch of the mashed cauliflower and put the brisket in that. There's almost like a stuffed baked potato kind of thing.
Ooh.
That'd be good too. Or we could even get the bag like at HEB. They have a bag of the cauliflower florets.
Yeah.
And we've done like a cheese. We do like a like a mac and cheese, like a cheese and mac and cheese kind of thing. That'd go good with it too.
You actually said that's what you wanted with it, was some cheesy cauliflower.
Yeah. Well, because once we do that, though, I'm going to have to open up that box of the Easy Melt.
Oh.
But I'm scared to, because we also need that on Friday for our rest of our video. So I wasn't going to open it until that night.
Okay.
But you are buying 2 briskets.
Yeah.
So if you get some of the frozen freezer and pull them out and eat them, and make that like on the second brisket.
Yeah, but it'll probably be another week or 2 before we have the second brisket.
That's true too. But I don't know, it's just an idea.
This is so good.
Right?
Mine looks good. Are you going to give it to the dogs?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And this too.
Oh, maybe not that, because there might be onions down in that.
I just don't want to get up yet.
Yeah. Okay.
They can wait.
Lisa said, during Snowmageddon 2021, my office took nonstop calls from attic tankless water heater owners that had pipe burst. Make sure they insulate your pipe going to and from. That's smart.
That's
wow.
That I was kind of worried about. I didn't know. That's why I was asking her, Lynette, if hers is in the attic or if it's in the garage.
Mary T said, my bird feeding station is right outside my bedroom window.
That's awesome.
We can't open that one very wide. The cat sits there all night and watches whatever is going on out there once the birds go to bed. Aw.
We have a friend of ours we met on that world cruise. She lives in New Jersey, and she posts pictures to her video, actually.
Yeah, she has a bird cam.
She has a camera pointed at her bird feeder, and she posts video of it on her YouTube or her Facebook. I think it's pretty awesome. She's
up near the Adirondacks in Jersey area. Shada said, no, wasn't annoying. I was expecting processor to be much louder. Oh, nice. Good. I'm glad. Lisa said, dang, it's already 8 p.m. and it's still so sunny out. Right.
Welcome to Texas.
Right. It's that. When's the sun going down? Come on, y'all. Toy Tiki Cat said, after hearing my Ninja Creamy machine every day, nothing seems loud. Loud.
Right?
Right. That thing is loud.
It's been a while since I had one. And I'm not in the mood tonight, honestly. I'm too full.
That it is. Like, we have that in a completely different room because it's so freaking loud. And no matter where you're at in the house,
you hear it.
Yeah, and you hear it like you think it's right here.
Right.
I don't know how. Can they on the next model put a silencer in it? You know,
this is bothering me. I'm sure I clear some of this stuff.
Okay.
They're okay if you get him walking around.
Yeah, are y'all okay with him getting up and walking around? Lisa said, give me some of that grease too. I love keto. Right. Oh, well, he put all the silverware in it. I would have poured it over. But
pour it over what? There's nothing to pour it over.
The rest of the other two meatloafs, heat loaves. But I mean, it's your heat loaves. Up to you if you want it.
You know me though. If I eat too much grease, it doesn't sit well with me. Remember, too much fat. I can't have too much.
Yeah. L Strange said, Cracker Barrel online is wicked amazing, right? The witch, they have like one. I think it's about 2 foot, or it's about 18 inches, I think, and it's $60.
But same token, I gotta go.
And then they have a really tall one that's like 3 foot, but it's $200. I'm like, no. But yeah, I was looking at everything at Cracker Barrel. I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, you can order it online. I'm like, that's dangerous. But I was looking for discounts. They have a reward program. But like at Michael's, I get coupons for Michael's all the time. In fact, when I logged in to look at, they have, it's really cute. So their spooky line where you can have like a Halloween village. They have this really cute movie theater, and it's called Fright Night Theater, and it's so cool looking. $100. And I think it's only like this tall. But it was so cool. It's got the marquee on it, and it lights up, and there's like, you can look through. It's like an old school movie theater, and in the middle, it looks like there's ghosts inside the theater. There's like goo coming out one of the doors. There's like a octopus or something going in one window. Like, there's all this stuff, and there's a lot going on. I was like, that is really cool, but $100. But when I logged in to see how much it was, they immediately were like, you get 20% off this item. And I'm like, Michaels, that's what I'm talking about. If you want me to shop at your store, you need to give me coupons to make me feel good about not paying full price, right? I hate paying full price. So Cracker Barrel, you need to up your game, because I don't want to pay $60 for that witch. I want a coupon. And if y'all know how to get a coupon other than the rewards thing, I need coupons. Illustrate said, Michael Halloween is groovy. It is groovy. I thought it was cute though. I kind of liked it. And they had a coffin chalkboard, but the frame is in pink. And I was like, okay, that is cute. That is cute. Like that would be fun to have a little pink chalkboard, right? And then they had another one where it's again, I think a coffin, and it's got a skeleton in the middle. It's all like 3D. And then the skeleton though is like, it's like sitting on like a black rug. It's like that furriness all around it on the inside. As you know, that was real popular back then, was to have fur on everything. And I was just like, oh, that's cute too. But so hard. Joy Tiki Cat said, I may have missed the update, but what's happening with the gargoyle, Shelly? Right. No update was given, but basically, y'all don't see it there, right? I did not get it. I finally got the 10% off coupon on Monday, but by that time, I was like, you know what?
The thrill's gone.
Yeah, the thrill is gone. But I was just like, he did more research and saw that it says not for outdoor use.
Yeah, but you know what though? I'm mad about that now though. We said we're going to, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I know, but still, if I wanted to put it outside, it said it had to be covered. So I was like, oh, that kind of sucked. And then the more I got to thinking about it, I was like, I don't want to spend $120, even with the 10% off. I said, if it was under $100, I probably would have done it. I feel like at this point, if it goes on sale, right? I don't know if At Home does big sales. But if it goes on sale a lot less, then I might get it. But otherwise, there's so much stuff. And Bath and Body Works is just slowly releasing their Halloween stuff. Like they've shown their candles and some of their candles this year, y'all. Again, what are we going back in time? Their candles are having lids that are holograms. Like, wow. I remember the hologram phase. Remember the 90s where everything was there was even a hologram store,
right?
Because it was the vogue thing at the time. And now here it is. Bath and Body Works are doing hologram candles, and one of them, it's like, it looks like a witch back there, but like a pretty witch. I don't like the ugly looking witches, but it's like a pretty witch. And I was like, but the candles are super expensive. They're like $50, y'all. So I was like, oh no. And so I'm like, okay, I know Bath and Body Works is going to be releasing, and every year I end up spending like $100. And I wanted to also see what all Michael's was going to release. And I'm like, because if I buy that gargoyle, that's it. I'm done. So I'm holding off. And if I miss out, I'm my loss, y'all. I feel like in the end, I'll be okay. I will survive.
That gargoyle is not going to change her life.
Right. And I have to say, the other items that I got at Joann's, I thoroughly have enjoyed those all week. Like every time I see my crescent moon, the little blingy one, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And then when I see my picture with the skull and the butterfly, I'm like, I really like that. Like, it's just so different.
I don't know why, but it has a Silence of the Lambs vibe to me.
I know. Maybe that's why I like it. I'm just like, that is just so
but you're not
different.
Fava beans, right?
No, I've never liked fava beans. But so I'm just waiting. And so a couple things at work. Work is going like phenomenal for me. I had my mid-year review with my managers. Anybody else's company do this? You don't just have once a year review. You have a mid-year review as well to just touch base.
I have a weekly.
No, not a one-on-one. This is like a review. Like how is your progress? Like I had to fill out, how am I doing? What do I want to accomplish the rest of the year? And I have to basically myself up and fill out a form.
Wow.
And then send it to my manager. She reviews it. Then we talk, and she does her write-up about what she sees. And y'all, I actually got teary-eyed with my manager, and I was like, okay, we need to stop because I'm getting too emotional here. But she was just like praising me, saying how they had a big meeting up in Utah, and she kept mentioning my name with a lot of the upper management. She just said, I wanted them to really hear your name because, you're just such a rock star.
That's awesome.
And you're always, as soon as I ask, does anybody want to do something? You're always like, yes, I'll do it. And she goes, so I got put on a special project, y'all. So I handle currently HISAs and CDs. So a HISA is a high yield savings account, and CDs, right? We just started. It's actually kind of hush hush because we haven't advertised it yet because we're just doing a slow release. We're now offering IRAs, so traditional and Roth IRAs, but it's either in a CD form or a HISA form. That's a little different to me as far as how I've always handled IRAs in the past. But so this is a huge thing, right? That this is a new product. So one of the leads, so we have 3 leads on my team. One of them, she's been having to like get all of this done and meetings with managers and everything else to get it all worked out. So she's taken that, and I've been selected as the second. So it's basically her and I handling, and of course the managers are there to make sure everything's going smoothly, but it's just her and I handling this project.
That's awesome.
And so she was like, I knew you'd be great for this project. It looks great for you that, you're doing something like this, because when our CDs and HISAs get more automated, then, you'll have the IRAs that you're working on. So you'll always have stuff to work on. And it has been a little challenging because, again, it's a slow release. We're not publishing this, but yet we started day 1 when we went live. We had 1 person open one. And then day 2, we had like 2 or 3. We're up to 12 as of today. 12 people have opened something that has not been advertised.
Not even sending them emails telling them about it?
Nothing.
How do they know about it then?
That's what I said. And she goes, you just have to dig really deep. I don't know. But she's like, you just have to dig really deep. So I'm guessing there must be some way they're finding out. But anyways.
Obviously.
And so there's a whole bunch of different forms, legalities and everything when it comes to IRAs versus other types of savings vehicles. So now I'm getting familiar with all the different disclosures and transfers and all that stuff. And so I'm really learning a lot about the actual mechanics of an IRA and how those work. And then later this year, then we'll be really busy when it comes to the tax part of it, because that's a whole nother vehicle. And IRAs, you have to watch because there are limits. So when it comes to a HISA and CD, there's really no limit. Now, some people will take the FDIC insurance limit. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to have over $250K in, the HISA or whatever. And then they'll put it on, they'll do different things to make sure they're still under the limit. And then there's people who just don't give a beep, and they'll be like, no, I'm going to open up a 500,000 CD or $1 million or 2 million or 10 million. And so, but with IRAs, there's actually a limit. And there was a couple people who opened one, but it's way over the limit. So we think that they chose the wrong product.
Uh-huh.
And even though we're technically not responsible if they over contribute, that's something on them when it comes to tax time. We still have to let them be aware. So there's additional forms we have to do and notifications. And then we also have to monitor when they're getting over age 73, because starting age 73, they have to take minimum distributions. Again, not our responsibility. You have to notify them. And then we have all the procedures to do that when that comes to term. So a lot of stuff going on, but she just was really praising me. And she was like, yeah, I'm doing everything I can because I want you to eventually be a lead.
Nice.
And so, which would be another promotion. I'm currently a senior, so then I'd be a step up. And so it's just great, working for a company where I feel valued
Right.
and appreciated. And I feel like, they actually want us to succeed and do better, right? They're not like, no, we're just going to keep you here. Like, they actually want to move us up and increase our skills, which, I've been at places where they talk like that, but then they don't.
Right.
And it's actually happening. So I got a little teary-eyed because I was like, I just owe y'all so much for everything, for taking a chance on me, since I technically don't have banking experience, but you took a chance and here I am today. Like, I'm just shocked. So
Right.
just very, very appreciative. But I got way off there. Elstrad said, I've been losing count. Oh, on the squats? Yes. So what I had to do, so I do 100 squats in the morning, right? So I'm like, bang, I got out the 100. Then I'm like, so tomorrow's 240. So I'm like, okay, so I'll get those 100 out. So I only owe 140. I know. So I'll do 70 after lunch and 70 after dinner or after the cook along. But yeah, sometimes I'll be like, okay, 55, because you kind of get that routine. I'll be like 55, 56, 57, 58, 50. And then I'm like, wait, did I just say 58 or 59? Where was I at? What?
I was going to use that bottle to make that drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Put your palm.
You didn't know.
Mary T said, I bailed on the squats after 2 weeks when I got sick. Aw. But today on my Zoom workout, 30 squats was super easy. That's awesome, Mary T.
Well, and truth be told, I kind of traded my DDPY for the squats. It was either or.
Mary T said, there will be some for sure. September, October is harvest time. Many keep going right until frost. Oh, okay. That's good. Lisa said, but slaw and ribs is such a good combo. Coleslaw and ribs.
I don't like it.
I will do that, though. But I don't mind get my fork dirty.
Well, it's not getting the fork dirty that bothers me. It's me having to clean my hands repeatedly to get to that fork.
No, I'm saying I'll just use my dirty hand to grab the fork.
That's uncouth.
Mary T said, I eat pretty much the same side dishes every day. Broccoli, cauliflower, coleslaw, or green salad, but some things do need a mash or different side. Rarely around here, I'm fundamentally... What's that?
Huh? Oh, I need to take my pill.
Oh, there we go. Finally. I'm so sorry, y'all. I was thinking we might get away with none of it tonight, but nope. Shada said, for me, it just depends on what's in the fridge. That's how I like to do it. I like to figure out, okay, what do we actually have? And let's figure out from there.
Okay, well, part of that for me, though, the problem is we don't have a whole bunch of sides in the fridge. All of our stuff is meats.
Well, I then look at whatever's on sale. Like this weekend, asparagus is on sale again.
I like that. That'd be good. That'd be good with the brisket.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I planned on getting asparagus.
Because also with that, it's like Dr. Berry says, ancestrally, you eat what's in season.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
probably why it's on sale too.
Well, yeah.
So that's fine.
Tweety TQ Cat said, I eat the same few main dishes and sides every day. Basically, it's just so much easier, and I might be lazy. It is easier, right? Patty's here. Hey, Patty said, I was late, been playing y'all on chipmunk speed to catch up. I bet that looks really funny, though. Shada said, our Michaels is horrible. I call it Mike's. Just doesn't deserve its full name. Aw. Patty said, I just took a buttload of magnesium. I might be asleep in 10 minutes. Laugh out loud. Lots of sweating today, and I'm trying to ward off the leg cramps. Right. Yeah. Because there's been a couple days that, like, if I go on my tippy toes, sometimes I like walk a little bit on my tippy toes, and I'll notice that my leg will start to cramp up a little bit, and I'm like, ooh, and I'll do a double scoop of the Calm to help that, because I'm like, ooh, I don't want to wake up with a leg cramp, because it always hits in the middle of the night when you're getting really good sleep. That it's like, ugh.
That's when the dogs want to start barking.
Right? Rickwood said, I cook up different meats. Like right now, I have sausage, ground beef, and pork steak. Nice. Then I use that and add different sides to make my meal. I could create sauces or quick casseroles from there. Ooh, that sounds good. Barely Begun said, Shelly, that's so great that you have a job you enjoy and that they appreciate you. Yes, a magic combo. It really is. That's why I honestly started getting teary-eyed, because I was just like,
because you deserve it.
And Lakin, she was just like, she goes, I mean, she's like the best boss I've ever had. Of course, she's doing great too, right? I think that's also when you have a really good manager that wants to support. Like, I can't see my manager thinking bad of any of us, right? I think she thinks we're all very capable, but I think that's why she selected us to be on her team, because she already had a good connection and thought, okay, these are going to be the employees I want, and I know I can help grow them in the company, right? And when you have a boss like that, it just really makes such a big difference. But Lakin was like, I've always had great bosses, so, But what was funny is I told her, this is mean, y'all. I was mean today. I didn't tell you this. So after because my boss, it was like, hey, can we chat? And Lakin and I, every time that happens, we're just like, ooh. And Lakin's always like, I'm getting fired, aren't I? And so I was like, yeah. And I'm thinking, did I do something wrong? Am I not doing these IRAs? Like, oh my gosh, is she going to pull me from it? It's always the worst. And so then when I got done with my boss, because I got all teary-eyed, I messaged Lakin. I said, well, Bailey's going to be reaching out to you soon. I said, I just got done with her and I cried.
Wow, that's mean.
And she was like, what? She was, oh my God, I'm getting fired. What's going on? It was so mean. And I was like, no, it's all good. I cried happy tears. You will too. She's going to say you're amazing. But literally, I knew that would get her. But yeah, of course, she's doing great too. And she's on also, not my project, she's on a different project. So we're like, it's just so great. And her and I started together on the maintenance side, and then to be promoted to transaction and senior, and then now eventually being groomed into being lead. Crazy. And who knows where we'll go from there, right? Yeah, so just, Patty said, that is great, Shelly. And TQ Cat said, it's always nice to be recognized for doing such a great job. Doesn't usually happen often enough. You're so deserving, Shelly. Aw. Yeah, that's what, because Lakin was telling me, she goes, oh, I've always had great bosses. And I'm like, well, I mean, I think I've had good bosses. And I was like, no, actually, when I worked at the hospital, the bosses I had there were horrible. They didn't give a flying beep about you. It was very much everybody was out for themselves only. Even the managers, like they're like, okay, I work this job, but I'm eyeing this job, and I don't care who I have to step on, and you better not, you're my competition, even though I'm not at the same level. That's very much how it felt.
Wow.
And they just, and then plus they gave raises that were worth ship. And
so they want to give you a bonus pack of gum.
Yeah. And so that's what I mean. They, they just didn't. And then other than that, I mean, I've had some good bosses before, but I feel like here it's just a different feeling. It's a different atmosphere at this company than I've had at other companies. And maybe it's because we are a small department, so it just feels like we're so close.
Right.
Like when I had to lead that meeting, so once a month we have just our direct team. So just my manager, the leads, and then us. So like 8 people total. And we just have 30 minutes where we just basically have fun. Nothing about work, just hang out and discuss something, get to know each other since we're all remote. We're all in different areas. There's someone in Colorado or New Mexico, someone in Plano, Texas. I'm here. There's a few in Missouri, and there's someone in Ohio. So we're all over. So we don't get to hang out. So that's like our hangout time, to have like a team time. And so that, and that meeting went well. And so it's just things like that. It's just a really good atmosphere. And I feel like we're all really a team there, which I haven't always had at other places. Quinn said, yep, I have to start taking distribution next year of my IRAs, right? Oh. Patty said, I'm pretty sure I don't need to worry about our accounts going over 250K.
Right.
Right. I know. It's so funny to me where I'll get.
The other half lives, right?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, because they'll earn interest, which that also kills me.
Right.
They're like, oh, on this CD, I just want to roll over the 250 and pay me out the interest I earned for the year, which is like 13,000. I'm like, oh, let me just issue 13,000 just in interest, and like,
right.
And they just roll over the 250K. And some of these people will take out multiple CDs that are 250K. Ugh. Mary T said, congrats on a job well done, Shelly. Good for you. Was there ever any doubt? Aw. I always am like, well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe on paper, I definitely beef myself up, but I promote myself on paper. But, like when she was like, can we chat? Immediately, I was like, oh no, what did I do?
Heart sinks a little bit, right?
Right. Quinn said, congrats, Shelly. You have a great boss who recognizes your work. Oh, thanks. Barely Begun said, I see now why Shelly gets through the squats with verbiage of it being debt. Can't owe a debt. Oh, I guess I didn't even notice that, Coda. That's true. I guess that's how I do look at it. And in fact, the other night, I had I think it was 95 squats left. So I started counting down. So instead of counting up to 95, I was counting down, and that was nice. But I did get where I was like, wait, 71? Oh no, I'm supposed to go down to 69. I would get it reversed. Wow. But I did find that seemed to make it go faster, because I'm like, what? You're already down to 50? Whoa, look at you go. We can keep going.
Nice.
All right, here's the kitty. Oh, Marie Campos. Hey.
Howdy.
Mary T said, my supper is ready. My husband has the show Alone queued up and ready to go. Anyone watch that?
I've heard about that. We might be looking into it.
They dumped them off in the Arctic with some fishing line, and Last Man Standing wins. See, Sunday, we did watch that, because you remember that one guy who had been to the Siberia?
Oh, yeah.
Remember? And him and his kids, and he won because he built that he caught like a moose and all of the fat, and he knew then, he was like, fat is life.
Right.
And I was like, yes, sure. And so he had to keep it up so that animals.
I remember now,
yeah, and that was his thing. Is he said, yeah, a lot of times people forget about that and they just focus on having the protein. He's like, but when it gets really cold and you're getting started, you have to have fat more than anything. And I was like, yeah. So that is a good show. Patty said, we watched a few seasons of it, Mary. Yeah, I didn't know there was another one, so we'll have to get it. That was fun. Brenda S., hey. Said, hello, just joining. I went to dinner with my son before he moves to Atlanta. Oh no. Did you have a good dinner? When's he going? Oh, and we're actually caught up?
Oh,
wow.
What's up with that?
Wow, look at that. Way to go. So, what?
Just really tired.
Oh, you're tired now?
I'm fading.
All right. Well, look, it's almost 9 o'clock. You think you can make it to 9?
To 9, yeah. We usually go to 9:30. That's fine.
That was good. What are you drinking?
The passion fruit.
Yeah, passion fruit. What?
Ultima.
Ultima. Yeah. The passion fruit Ultima. What do you think of it, honestly? Because I drank it the other day.
I think it's really good, actually.
Personally, it's not my favorite, but I knew you would love it because that's more your thing. And then this is a cranberry Cosmo.
And I'm not that big a fan of cranberries. So it makes sense to just give it to her.
Yeah, I will drink in a cranberry drink. That sounds good. And then I got to go grocery shopping tomorrow.
There you go.
Patty said the magnesium is kicking off to bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, Patty.
See, that's crazy because I take mine in the morning.
No, you take a different form.
Oh, okay. That's what
you take the magnesium malate.
Okay,
so the one we have, in fact, if you feel like getting up, you want to get our call? I'm so sorry. Brenda said, I had smoked ribs, a small salad, and steamed broccoli with lots of butter. It's good. Rickwood said, it's time for me to call it a night. The kids need to go out before it starts raining. Hope we get rain. It hasn't rained in over 2 weeks, and it's very dry. Oh, well, then, yeah. Well, you have a wonderful time at the birthday party tomorrow, and hopefully we can see you tomorrow night too, Joe. Have a good one. Marie said, iced cranberry drink sounds awesomely refreshing, right?
I just don't like cranberries.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm thinking of, I wonder if the tahini would go well with this. A cranberry Cosmo with tahini. I thought we did.
I don't know.
Oh. Well, maybe not. But what do y'all think?
Yeah, I guess you're going to have to get some tomorrow to store them.
I've never had Cosmos before. So this will be interesting to me. I had the strawberry margarita. That was really flipping good, y'all. I thought it was really good. Like, I would have drank that whole thing by myself.
It was. We need to get some more of that. It's cold. I like it.
Woo. That'll wake you up.
But I thought it was going to put you to sleep.
Well, I mean, when it's cold and it's a little tart.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to talk about tonight?
I had a good review with my boss today. And I might be, he's putting the feelers out, doing some digging around for me. I might be changing departments. Right now, I'm interested in customer care. Well, they call it the OCC. Online, what does it say? Online what? Online
contact center.
Yeah. So when you have issues or you need help, you call me. But he knows my background. So he's thinking about trying to get me set up where I can go work for the kitchen design department. And I told him, he mentioned it a couple months ago, actually. But I don't know why he brought it up again the other day. And I just been really, really thinking about it. So I brought it up to him today. So he says he's really going to dig into it and see what all it takes. He goes, but there's actually like 2 different positions for it, or 2 different steps or whatever. Like one of them, you would be helping set the appointments for the designer, and the other one you would actually be the designer.
Oh, wow.
But the only caveat is I was afraid anyways that it might be a commission-based sales job, and that's not me. But he said, no, it's not. It's not a sales job, and nor is it a salary job. It's going to be an hourly. So it'll be basically the same thing I'm doing now, the rates and everything I'm doing now, which would be amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're just going to see. And then he always ends every time I talk to him, he always thanks me for all my hard work. And it's just shocking to me.
That's
I've
awesome.
had a boss do that before.
I feel like we are so fortunate now. We both have such great people to work for.
I was looking at it earlier too. I just want to thank the Horde. Y'all are amazing.
Yes.
I am not very active in the group chat because I'm tied to the phones all day. But I do try to go in there and check in a lot and comment and like and react and everything on there. But I'm just so thrilled and like just so happy, elated how smooth that runs. Everybody gets along in there. It's always chatting like all day long. There's somebody in there talking about something.
I know. And Sharon, like Lynette posted all the great finds she had, and then Sharon and Mary T were showing their garden finds and what they, picked from their garden today.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
You just don't know how much it warms my heart to see all y'all active in there.
Aww. I know. I love it. I wish I'd keep up too. This week has been nuts crazy though.
I mean, she's not trying to look in like I am, but she still has stuff to do.
Well, like today I was kind of double duty because I was also working wires this week. So I was working wires. Our queue has been crazy. Yesterday, today, someone was out. So that was one less person working it. And then the leads, they don't have really time to help out anymore. And so like yesterday and today, it's just two of us working all the queue. And then it was also, I was doing the IRA. So I was having to work wires, work the queue, work the IRA. So like even this afternoon, because when I work tickets, I have to pull the actual bank details. And sometimes that takes a little while because it's a little report you have to pull it from. And it'll, clock for, 30 seconds, a minute. It varies. So while that was doing it, then I was going to the IRA and reviewing that form of whoever it was. Wow. And then I was sending them that form while I'm pulling the information on this other customer. So it was like, I was like chopping it out, y'all. I was banging it hard today, getting everything done. But we ended the day and everything was finally caught up.
Nice.
But man, it was like crazy. So yeah, I don't always have time, especially now with the IRA stuff. It's just like, okay, I got extra stuff going on.
They're training you for other things. It means you're gonna have to do more too.
Oh yeah,
and that, so you're gonna how am I saying it? No, they're gonna be expecting more from you.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is, like, I know the director of the department is very much because when my other coworker got the lead position the last week or two, he was like, all right, well, we're going to see what else we can get you going on. Uh-huh. So he expects, and I was talking to Lakin, she was like, yeah, that, she's heard other coworkers talk about this, that, yeah, he's one of those, if you're going to be in a higher position, you better prove that you need to be in this higher position. Like, he expects you to work.
Right.
Not just sit there. Yeah, basically. Yeah, very much earn your keep. So it isn't like, hey, you're just going to be sitting back and chilling. No, you're going to be working your butt off.
Well, a good phrase that same boss, my boss, uses a lot. When he's talking about different people, like one of them that ran into problems and with them. He says that the way you saw that is that they get promoted to customer.
Oh, right. 20TQ Cat said, good luck, Heath. They appreciate you. And then Brenda S said, I'll bet your supervisor would hate to lose a wonderful employee like you, Heath. That would be the only other thing, right?
That's what I told him, too. I said, me and him got such a good rapport. I'd hate to lose him as a boss. He goes, well, look, I'm always here. You can always call me. He goes, we're on teams. So All you gotta do is reach out.
Oh,
Wow, okay.
right. Well, then you need to find out though who would be your manager in
Right.
that department to make sure they're a good person, right?
Make sure we're gonna be a good fit.
Barbecue with Neil. Hey, welcome to the Horde.
Howdy, howdy.
Said good evening from Ontario, Canada.
Awesome. Oh,
Wow, you just missed somebody that was in British Columbia.
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, welcome to the Horde.
Welcome. We do this every Friday night. And then tomorrow, if you're a channel member, we're doing a live cook along just for our channel members. And then on Sunday, I'm going to go live again at 1 o'clock Central.
Yeah. Marie Campos said, okay, if I message you, Shelly. Oh, sure. Yeah, you can message me. And y'all, if you do message me, like especially during the work week, if I don't reply right away, it's probably because there's a lot going on.
If we're not being rude and ignoring you, we're just busy.
Right. But like next week, I have to work the exception processing. Oh, I enjoy it, but it is where it takes a few hours to get it done. And next week, what is odd is July 4th. That's right. If you don't see us on Sunday, have a happy July 4th. So July 4th is a Thursday. So we're closed on Thursday. So next Friday, like today's Friday was busy, but next Friday's going to be just as, if not more busy, because we'd be closed Thursday.
Right.
Now, your company's not closed,
the
right?
only days off I ever get
Uh-huh.
Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And the only reason why I get Easter off because I'm on Sundays.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah, I only get Tuesdays and Sundays. Yeah. So if a holiday lands on those days, I get them off. That's the only reason why.
So, but you get double pay?
Yeah.
I like
what's
that.
Really cool about that too. What's really cool about that is actually an easy day because most people are off doing stuff. They're not calling.
That's true, especially July 4th here in the States. Do y'all, anybody want to share what they're going to do on July 4th, or do you have any plans?
I just told you I'm working.
I know you're working. Marie said, no worries. To me, messaging is a get back to me when you can communication. Yeah, thank you.
And also, I've been going through my Facebook. At one time, I had a silly idea. You know, you can max out your friends at 5,000. For some reason, I wanted to hit that goal. So here the last month or two, I've been unfriending people I didn't think were my actual friends. So if you got caught up in that, I apologize.
Yeah, he's been going a little crazy with that.
In fact, I think it may be a little rude or whatever. Well, it gives me little notifications about the birthdays. I've been using that as the cue for who I'm going.
Happy birthday, unfriend. That's so wrong. I always forget about the birthday notification. Mine doesn't automatically notify me.
No,
I
it's
think
on the right. You have to go scale it down. But you also could do it on your phone.
I almost do it Facebook only off of my phone. So I never see those. So I'm sorry if I miss your birthday or I see it a day or two later because I finally see everybody else. But it's because I go off my phone and it doesn't tell me. Coda said on July 4th, I'll be visiting and touring the Tillamook factory.
Awesome.
In Tillamook, Oregon.
That's awesome. So
jelly.
So 26, we need to do that too.
Oh, in 2026? Yeah, we can do that.
And have him go with us.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Yes. I hope.
Well, you'll have to let us know if it's worth it.
Worth it, yeah.
Yeah. I hope they let you have free cheese samples.
Right.
But they also have ice cream. And I know it's not keto, but you know, pre-keto, I love the Tillamook ice cream because their strawberry ice cream actually had like strawberry halves in it, not little specks.
Right.
Remember that they had some good ice cream back in the day. Coda said, I'll scout it out for you and report back. Ooh. Yeah, because you introduced us to the Sky Queen cheese.
Which made me make an appearance tomorrow night.
Right. Oh my goodness. That
I started
cheese.
To have some tonight, but I was like, I want to save it.
Yeah. We're being very sparing with this caramel cheese.
Because expensive it is.
Yeah, it's expensive. But I have to say, when you posted having it with the bacon, It is so. It just goes really well with fatty pork.
It was better with the sausage than the bacon, I thought.
Oh, okay. I had it all together, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever,
I
isn't
want you to
it?"
buy another one, but I don't know.
No, not this week. I'm not going to HEB this week. Shauna said, my July 4th plan is to relax with my friend at or around her house, having fun and not working, because if I were home, I'd be working. Oh, right. Yeah, go away and be at your friends and have a great day, Shauna.
Yes, you deserve it.
I do you know what I'll be doing on July 4th?
Sleeping.
Shauna said Tillamook also has some great zero sugar meat sticks. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they do.
And sometimes Sprouts will have them on sale for like $1, or they'll do them like 2 for $3.
Mm-hmm.
They are good, and they'll be like really long. Those are good. Shauna said, I tell you, have that cheese with the strawberry. Oh, put that caramel cheese on a slice of strawberry.
Maybe.
I am picking up strawberries tomorrow. They're still on sale.
Right.
So strawberries, I know, is on the list.
I was thinking you ought to get Tonso, though, since we just are almost done with this box. We'll get anything for Pernell's. But you're not going to HEB.
Not going to HEB.
I guess I'll go on Sunday and get some more.
But, yeah.
I'll go first thing in the morning before I go to work.
Brenda S. said, I think we will cook out and just relax here at home on the 4th.
That's awesome.
Ooh, because what was it I read? It's like 150 million hot dogs are eaten on July 4th.
Wow.
We do have hot dogs. Maybe we should have hot dogs that day.
Well, we're going to have them Friday, though.
Oh, that's right. 22Q Cat said, where are y'all getting that caramel cheese? Now, here, I got it at HEB. So I know you don't got HEB there.
And what we did is I actually went to the website to find out where they sell it.
Oh, you did?
Yes, that's why I told you where it was at. Go pull it up right now.
I found out because Nicole told us.
Oh.
She said, hey, it's at my HEB. And posted it in our Hungry Horde chat.
Oh, maybe that, well, my bad.
But yeah, Sky Queen, SKIQUEEN.
The only problem I had, though, was the first picture we saw when Coda posted it. I thought it was going to be a bigger block of cheese than what we got when she came home. I was like, what? They only giving us samples?
Because I walked right by it like 3 times because I'm like, where is it? And I had to pull up Nicole's picture. And I'm like, okay, so I saw what was beside it.
This big.
I saw what was beside it, and I looked for that, and I was like, there's that. And I was like,
that's the only thing I don't like about HEB's app. Like in Kroger's, what I've seen anyways, they'll tell you what aisle, and then it'll tell you where it's at on the aisle.
Yeah.
HEB just tells you the aisle.
Yeah. And sometimes it's vague. Like this was back of dairy.
Yes, that is very vague.
Back of dairy. Okay. Or sometimes they'll say back of meat.
Uh-huh. The back wall or whatever.
Yeah, back wall of meat. Okay. Which back wall? Like, where is this? Oh, it's way over here. Okay. But yeah, it is small. It's 8.8 ounces, which sounds like a lot, but it is not.
Not when you love cheese.
Shauna said
that's a serving for us.
I know. I was just like, when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so small. I was like, I sure hope he don't just eat it all, because that's usually the size of block you eat.
Uh-huh.
When you're like, oh, it's my breakfast. Let me slice me up some cheese, and it's like, boom. So you eat 8 ounces of cheese.
Because the way I do it is when I slice up my sausage, I slice up a cheese. I have a piece of cheese with my piece of sausage. So I ration it out where they all lined up.
Shauna said you could also get packages of the Tillamook sticks on Amazon. Better deal than in the stores for a big bag. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, Shauna got hers at Whole Foods. Oh. Do you have a Whole Foods 22Q Cat? And Barely McGunn's got his at his fancy store. Right. Shauna said, ask the cheese girl. Showed her the pic. if she had something like this and she was like, oh, I have the exact thing. That's awesome. Yeah, I would imagine Whole Foods. I don't know if you have those near you. Or find a cheese, maybe the Big Barn of Cheese. I don't know how far a drive that is for you. They might have it.
True.
Yeah. JTQ Cat said, I don't see any of that cheese in my area, but I just looked at Amazon. Wow, price per pound. That's the thing. Amazon marks, I've seen this a lot with like specialty items like Trader Joe's has a few spices and stuff I like. And Trader Joe's is pretty cheap. So like their spice is like $3. But if I look up the same thing on Amazon, they want like $30.
Wow. Same size too?
It's the exact same product.
Wow.
But they mark it up because you're not getting it actually from Trader Joe's because Trader Joe's isn't on Amazon. So it's like a third-party seller. And anytime they do that, it's like really high. So I would not recommend that off of there. But I wonder, do they have I got the hiccups again. Oh yeah, you can put in Sky Cheese near me. Sky Queen cheese.
Almost every company does that now, though.
Oh, it says Kroger does have $9.99 at Kroger. Ugh.
How much was
$8.32
it?
at HEB. Randall's near me.
Wow.
Whole Foods.
I know that. A warning on that. I don't know why it just grabbed my attention.
May leak or gush if unrefrigerated. Well, yeah, because all the bacteria.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think almost every company does that now. The Find Near Me or whatever. Well, it makes sense because they're trying to sell their products.
Right. Yeah, so just do the Sky Queen cheese near me in Google, and it'll show you all the places, and then you can see what's near you. Shauna said, when I get back from vacation, I need to head over and visit the Sonoma Cheese Factory. Ooh, that sounds good. Marie said, I saw Shauna's post about the cheese and thought Sky was pronounced ski, like the winter sport. Oh, well, maybe it is. I'm probably mispronouncing it. I'm sure it's probably ski. Ski Queen cheese. Shauna said $9.79 at Whole Paycheck, right? Wow. But that's honestly doesn't sound like a bad price, Shauna, because if I paid $8.32 here at HEB in Texas and you're getting it in California for $9.79, that's not really much of a markup, especially since it just showed near here it's $9.99. So that actually sounds like that's a decent price. Sometimes I have found Whole Foods, there are certain things that they're not astronomical on.
Right.
Shauna said, no, it seems good. I only had 2 slices. Right. When we first got it,
I was like, it's okay. But then when we put it on the sausage, I was like, okay, that's a game changer.
Yeah, it was when I first got it, I took a small slice and I tried it and I was like, yeah, it's good. I don't know if I'd buy it again. It is pretty rich. And then when we put it on top of our Purnell sausage, the heat of the sausage was just enough to just barely melt that. Yes. Like it wasn't like spreading everywhere. It's just that nice melty part. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's like the sausage has caramel on it.
But you know what, though? I told you, I'd still be just as happy if we got that the cracker cut cheese from HEB.
Yeah, he said he'd like that. 22Q Cat said, I get some from Walmart to be delivered on July 5th for $123. Ouch. Free shipping. Well, thanks for the free shipping. Oh, no.
Ouch.
It ain't worth $123. I'll tell you that much. It ain't worth $20 in my opinion. Right? I think $10 or less.
And it's so good. It's so good she's not going to spend another $10 on it.
Right. But yeah, I would think if you could get it for $10 or less, it's worth it. Otherwise, don't be going and spending it on Amazon or anywhere else and paying that exorbitant amount of money. To me, that's not worth it.
I'm waiting for Matray to do a Cheese Friday on it.
Right. I
Make it
saw
happen,
hers
Captain.
today. She's probably asleep by now. You know, it's 10 o'clock there. She's probably passed out. And speaking of passing out, all right, y'all.
I still gotta put the stuff out to the street.
Right, yeah. There's a lot of recyclables this week, isn't there?
Well, because also I skipped it last week because it wasn't.
Oh,
we just wait.
I went out there and I was like, "Dang, that's full."
Well, we the one is full, but we have 2 recycled boxes or cartons or whatever, and one is smaller, so I always stack them up in the garage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put both of them out tonight.
Oh, good.
That means when I go set them down, I got to do another squat. So like I told you, I'm counting those towards the one tomorrow.
Well, I got grocery shopping tomorrow. I got to pick up my Sam's order. I'm going to hit the Kroger, get those briskets, and then Aldi. And then I have to go to Jovi's to get somebody's tissue.
Well, you can go somewhere else and get them. You're the one that wants to get them at Jovi's.
Because it's the cheapest, a lot. And I have to get gas. Ugh. I hate having to get gas, y'all. These electric vehicles look appealing sometimes, but not the price tag. Right? Oh, Kaden just got here. Hey, Kaden. She goes, well, hello, everybody. I've been watching, but I haven't had a chance to say anything, so I guess I'll say good night. Well, I'm glad you've been here, Kaden.
Thank you.
Well, and then Brenda S. said, sweet dreams, everyone. Well, good night to everyone. I hope you have, if we don't see you before July 4th, have a wonderful July 4th. And then we'll see all of our wonderful, well, I hope most of our wonderful channel members tomorrow night for the cook-along. So excited.
So excited about it.
Yes, that was so good. Yes. We were eating on it all week long, and I swear it got better and better as the week went on.
Yes.
It was so freaking good.
That's why I'm really thinking we need to make 2 of them tomorrow night.
Maybe. Well, you know what? If we clean up that one loaf pan, we can. All right, everybody. Bye. We love you. Have a great night.
See you in Mana.
Mignon.